Boom. Welcome to the RTM podcast show. Episode 6. You already know. Big Bad Spray here with my co-host.
Cream. Hi everyone.
Queen Ice Cream. You already know today's special guest.
My gosh.
Big legend in the place.
Yes, what you mean?
You get me? Pure vibes.
Manners.
MC Bushkin.
Yeah.
Chase.
You mean?
There. Ready?
Yeah, because obviously, sorry, but lately, been having a couple different guests or whatever, a bit like younger. So I thought I'd bring it back to original kind of thing, like obviously it's a dinosaur thing, innit? I can't go around how old I am, you get me? So yeah, so I had to bring it back round to the dinosaur then, you get me? And want to kick some real knowledge and history of the thing, you get me? Today's main subject's going to be raving, obviously. We got Bushkin, so we're going to talk about the raving scene and whatnot. Yeah, thanks to everyone for the PayPal and Cash App donations. Keep donating. We appreciate it. Thanks for the comments and all that. Big up Frenzo and Danny for coming through.
Definitely.
Dirty Money UK. That was a good episode. But yeah, we get into this episode 6, my brother. Good to see you, man.
No, man, love, man. Blessings for having me.
You get me? Come on, fam.
Yes, quick blessings.
Come on, man.
Thanks for coming on.
I don't know, obviously, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I know more. Big up Mighty Mo.
Yeah.
Mighty.
Yeah, you have a hail up, Mighty, still, you know, because he put me onto the thing still, you know. Yeah, Mighty, big up yourself, man, because he was out there, Mighty put me onto the RTM thing, you get me?
Yeah, so Mighty knows how we do this thing. We start off with like a little backstory of the guest. Obviously, it'd be interesting for me as well. Obviously, we know each other, we bumped heads and whatnot, but I don't fully know the history. I want to know, like, you know, where was you born? What area? Like, where was you born? You know, your upbringing and all that stuff.
Yeah, man, I'm from North London, you understand, born and grow, you understand, Caribbean parents, you understand, my parents from like Antigua, Montserrat and Jamaica. Yeah, man, North London I'm born, you understand, North Mid Hospital, you understand. I grew up first in Hornsey, you understand. I was in Hornsey first, you understand, first area. I moved all around North London, then went up to like Ridge Road, Fern Park up there. I was like by Middle Lane first. I went Campspawn. And big up Lambs, because he went to school, I knew him from like primary school days. Yeah. He went to school like just down the bottom of the road from me.
How was school? Like, how was you in school? Was you good? Was you naughty?
I was like, back then I was kind of dyslexic, you know, like I was high energy, always high energy, and they didn't know kind of what to do with me, you know, so they kind of put me in a naughty class. I was in a, you know, back then they had a dance class, you understand, but I was just hyper, you understand, I had loads of energy, so they didn't know what to do, and again, it's more, we're talking about old school, so it's a bit more racist in them times, they're black kids, and like, they're not really dealing with you. Yet I had trouble spelling things and whatever, but they didn't identify it. Now they give you extra lessons and say you're dyslexic. Then they weren't really trying to do that. It's just that, wow, you're naughty. So I had that little thing from primary school. But again, I overcome it, and now I can actually I could read good back then anyway, but I wasn't good with spelling. Now I can spell, and again, when they don't give you extra help, your mind overcomes. So I had that, but I love school, man. I was fun, I was hype, I was good at athletics, all sports, football, everything like that. Man was naturally good. So, you know, we always get the accolade with that. Fighting, man, was always good. Back then, it's like, you know, you get the ratings if you're the toughest in the year, them kind of thing there, you get me? Big up Andy, he come to my school, me and him used to fight like cat and dog. And then was down the road, we used to go swimming. So that's how I used to see him, because we didn't go same school, but them time you go swimming with this neighbouring school, you understand? So we would go swimming with their school, you understand? And then before, and it's like little face up and stand up kind of thing from back then, you get me? But yeah, so that was my little primary school days, and then I moved to like Archway for secondary school. So everyone from my area was like Hornsey. They went Fortismere or Highgate Wood.
Yeah, Fortismere.
Them schools like that. And then
S&M.
Yeah, what was the other one? St Thomas More. All that. I was around that area. That's where I used to live. You understand? So, I lived in Hornsey, then I lived in Wood Green. You understand? So I was all around that type of area there. Then I moved to Fern Park, and I went to school in Holloway Boys for secondary school. I was pissed because my older brother went Fortismere, and everyone D&K, all my friends was going D&K, Fortismere, Highgate Wood, and I left the area at that time there and went Archway. So now I'm in Archway, big up Peter Johnson, I linked them man there now, and Michael, you understand? So I'm around that area, secondary school. Again, loving it. I'm popular in school. I've always been kind of popular anyway, you understand? So yeah, man, and then obviously I linked Fonty in secondary school first year. Me and Fonty was good friends. Fonty's like the musical man of my school. You understand? That he was the man. You understand? Still is the man. Fonty's that musical instrument. You could play instruments. You could play steel pan. You could play trumpet.
You got Fonty, dog.
Yeah, every last thing. The man was just a bad man. He was a dancer. Man was into them times with that Bell with the Vol. So like the hip hop, I was into more hip hop, and he was into like the Bell with the Vol. Bobby Brown, he had the lean haircut. He was a dancing, running man. Shit.
Them time, just stopping you there, bruv. Yeah. See, like music, like when we was growing up. To me, it was just more vibes.
Yeah.
Like, even down the R&B thing. All right, cool. Like. Man was on his sweet boy thing. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So SWV and
come on.
SWV and them gal there and Toto and some big rhythm there and Adina Howard and
all of that.
You know what I mean?
It was at its best.
We had some things to grow up with, and you get what I'm saying?
I feel the music.
Go on the phone and remember the phone and you have to ring the gal. Like, not even 0208. What is it?
0208. Yeah,
it's not 02 nothing.
01.
You weren't even 02 nothing.
What was it? 01.
See, we're too old.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't 020. It was shorter than that, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was short. I can't remember the code now, but I remember my grand still had it.
0181 or something like that.
Phone up the gal and you got two rhythm
my
playing
friend
in the
had the lock
background.
on the phone. You put the lock on it and them thing there, and if you was bad, you needed a code. With a code, you could jiddles it. I remember my grand. I spent a lot of time where I wasn't naughty, but I spent a lot of time at my grand's. They said I was naughty, but I wasn't naughty. But you know, your grand is stiff, and my grand, my aunties, and they were stiff. I remember being there with that present, and I was just in there. Oh, my grand, girls used to phone me, and my grand said, "Come off the phone." I said, "My grand, they phone me. Come off the phone." I'm like, what's this? Allow me, grand. Man, I remember them times. I could never forget that grand. They phoned me though. It's not run up the bill. No, come off.
I was the rose. I was the rose
days
like
are funny.
Avric's days and what was
that come like little later still. You know, I'll say when it comes to the AVs, we set trend. There was a couple man that the older man at AV. Them time they were like 4 or 5 bills, and we couldn't readily afford them. Most men didn't have it. But we was making by that time we was cutting some paper, and we went to America and bought the AVs. We went and bought out the whole mall. They thought we were superstars. This was before we were big. We got a picture of us on like a, you know, them golf carts in the mall, and we just got so much bags. We went to one shop, leather shop. We took them pictures up there. Like they thought we was football stars. Like and we come there, and we was buying up everything. When we come up with AVs, we had the fresh baddest ones, like literally the baddest ones, way before everyone had them. And everyone started to jump on it after that, the garage days. This only people who had them time was real money man. In the area. 1 or 2 man I can remember months and them man who had it. Other than that, no one had AVs. All the mosh garms and stuff like that. From the jungle days, man had bare them garms there. Big up name brand Keith. There's a couple man who was doing it. You see, because I was laughing to myself the other day, you know, when I can't remember what made me think of it. And I said to myself, right, all the artists now, they ain't really about, everyone talks about game, but them time there is like, remember, it weren't no internet, so things were just a bit smaller. But when you go to the raves, you know certain faces. You don't necessarily know them, but you know that's the West London man. You know them man there. You know them man there, and you seen the people on a regular basis. So it's like, you give up. You understand? You know the South man. You know what they wear. You know their kind of swag. You understand? You know, and none of these man, I can't really name any of them who was actually there. Who I can remember seeing in the raves week in, week out. They weren't about the wax steppings. I've got man used to rave from Thursday to Sunday hard. I'm talking about 95, 96. Man was punting in school every day, like making money. Like, well, give me 20p, drop 50p on the floor, bro. That making money, making money all through the week, you understand? And then Friday you go and wax empathy, and then you understand, from there you're raving. And I was laughing over there because none of these artists weren't about then in them days, none of them weren't the fun to enjoy all them hippodrome, orange hippodrome, and
even the ones man's age, fam.
They weren't, bruv. They were literally.
Even the ones man's age, you get me? Talking the hardest, you get me?
They weren't about,
you get
bruv. They weren't about. You understand? It was not about. In them, that era there, it was not about at all. You understand? There's only a few faces.
Yeah, man know it was about them time there, you get me? You got temper them.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Them man there, them man there were looking at man and robbing man and doing the most still. Yeah, there's a couple names and stuff like that, but yeah, a lot of the people.
We're gonna get back to the raving scene because that's just too much fun and jokes. You get what I'm saying? That's some memories. That's good memories. But how did you link up with you and Fonty link up with Mighty then?
Yeah, so
how did he come into the fold?
It's weird because we started in secondary school.
Yeah.
And then there was a third brother who don't really get a mention in our sound. In Heartless crew, he's called Ogwan Sukman. He was in my actual class, so we was in 1P together. Remember the number 1, 2, first year. So me and Ogwan was in the same class, and Fonty was in S. I think Fonty was in S class. And like Fonty was a music man at school. Ogwan was like a brain box. He was he was like from Uganda. He's a Ugandan family, but he was like bookworm, bad. You understand? Bad man still, but clever, yeah? And I was like a hype man, everyone knew me. So I said to Fonts and Ogwan, like, "Well, can we start a thing? Heartless crew, you understand? Smart man, music man, and the vibes man. You understand? And so that was us all through school from like second year all the way round. And then when we left school, Ogwan was going more academics in his books. So
his parents weren't having it. All that Heartless crew was mad for Ogwan.
They weren't really on it like that. Me and obviously me and Fonty West Indian background.
He needs to be a lawyer.
He's talking, he's a solicitor now.
I was going to say, what's he doing now?
Actually a solicitor, actually, I tried to the other day, he hollered me and we're reasoning.
Cutting paper though.
Yeah, he's still doing his thing. But again,
he can still help out the man.
Yeah, brain box. Still, exactly.
Mm.
So he's fading out now. We're leaving second school. So I've gone Southgate College. I've gone with all the rude boys again, Lambs, the popcorn, all the man them in that college. R.I.P. Poppy Spiro. So I've gone there. Bucket, R.I.P. again. All of us have gone to that Southgate College, and Fonty and Ogwan have gone sitting Islington down the road from our school, Holloway. And then that's where they've linked Mo. So they've linked Mo first year of college. And then now what's happening, Ogwan's pulling out of the sound to go to books. But he's a hip-hop DJ. Mo was a hip-hop DJ originally. So Ogwan's kind of giving Mo the forward and said, you kind of slide in and I'm sliding out kind of thing. So that's how Mo come in as a hip-hop DJ first. He was kind of, he was like a bedroom DJ. He was bad. Mo was bad, scratching. But he never really had the confidence then. And so man bringing me, I remember I was on the kind of the other thing on the hype. I had motorbike them time there, but Fonty again being a music, and Mo and Fonty, they got a connection because they're both very musical. They know the history of the thing and whatever. So them two parring, and Fonty's bringing Mo into the sound like that on a DJ thing, and then so that's kind of, and then Ogwan left and Mo slipped in, and then that was. Again, there was a couple other men around as well. Rudy, I have to big up Rudy, MC Major, jamming. Babyface, because sound time, them time, the next man is involved, but they don't really get a mention in Heartless because all people really know is Fonty, Bushkin and Mighty. And that's what really, the rest of the man, them want Gallon, you know how the thing goes, and they don't want to pack up the speaker box them time there when the rave done, because them time there weren't no USB plug in and plug out when you finish. This is wire up sound and you understand, everyone done party and yam curry chicken and go home and we're there with speaker boxes and you understand, it's long. It's that era.
Yeah, like how did you get to stay out of trouble and all that, man, and stick to music and that? Because you lot bust kind of early, man.
Yeah.
When it was mad still.
That's right, we busted out for 6 months out smoking and that era there, you understand? That was a good, like a kind of crossroads to me. It was like a lot of my friends started to smoke and like do more robberies things. It was like, remember Chips?
Come on,
it was
man.
a day when Chip things were licking and all of that, you understand? But throughout the music, I was kind of one toe in, you understand? And then weren't really, and so my thing was I wasn't a thief, you understand? I didn't mind the fighting, all that kind of stuff, but I weren't really thieving and robbing, so to speak. And then that robbing and things like that led to the smoking, you understand? And the smoking led to more robbing and, you understand? Just said that, I kind of just veered. And good thing always give Fonty props as well, because Fonty, I could have probably gone the other way, you understand? But Fonty was always
pulling you back
tugging man back in and keeping man on the music, basically. Fonty would always say, "What your vibes, man? I feed off your energy, man." Like, you understand? And I said, "But I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just but he said, "No, man, you know what you're doing. You know that you've
you're
got
keeping
something.
the thing high.
You've got something. You've got something, man. Come." And he always like. It would always draw me, you understand? I was doing that. I was doing little fraud moves and whatever. I was doing little bits and bobs like that. So I was doing little bits, but he will keep me on focus still.
Any run-ins with the law?
Little here and there. Like I said, I would always have one. I always manage to chill it, you understand? I always know when to leave beforehand or I'm far. Like
the right time to keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm always fast, and when man getting chased, I'm away. Like there's always 2 or 3 men who get away, but I'm always away. You understand? I always get away. You know,
God, no, the man, they must have been steaming couple shots.
Yeah, of course. What with the big selfish move? I see Maxwell talking about it.
I can vouch for
Maxwell. No, I give
vouch for
Maxwell
Max.
his
Me and
dues.
Max has been out
I give him his dues. Maxwell his dues. A couple man. Max is one of the man that can say yes. You know, I remember Max would say we picked him up, and we was raving with him, and me and him used to do little bits. He had a big motorbike back in the day. We used to do our thing. You understand? Yeah, Mike GLC, him as well. Give this couple. They're probably 2 of them man that can say yes. They've been there. I've seen them about them with the whole way through. You understand? So yeah, I'll give Max his thing. Yeah, man, we done some moves back in the days and stuff, but I was just lucky. I knew when to quit, and when it was really getting to the thing, I said, nah. I'm more way down the gal road and the music thing, you understand? And just do little easy things, fraud. Man, done the little fraud things, and you know, my mum always told me there's a price to pay. She was a really good teacher, and she always used to say there's a price to pay. There's a price to pay. She let me do pretty much what I wanted to. She was a very lenient mum, but she always, because of that, she always told me that there's a price to pay. So yeah, by all means, like, she weren't forward saying go and do that, but
it's a price to pay.
Yeah, if you want to do that, just go by all means. But you know,
just
exactly that. And she had a tough life herself in a way. So when she's saying it's the price to pay, she knows
because she paid it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that put me in really good stead as well.
Big up, mum.
Yeah, big up mumsy, man.
Big up the mummy them, is it?
Yeah, man. She's just easy.
But yeah, what going for Pops?
Yeah, again, he wasn't there for a good portion of my life, you understand? Because he had to pay the price himself, you understand? So he wasn't there for a good portion. So I met him when I'd seen him, was going on visit and seen him over the years, but he done a long stint, and I met him back about 13, secondary, was about second year of secondary properly.
How did that feel?
It was good. It was good. It was like, it was exciting.
Yeah.
You understand? It was well exciting, you understand? Like, it was mad, it was massive. It was like the security after that, you understand? So like, you understand? And he, again, when he was about it, he taught me some really good lessons when he's learned a lot of lessons himself. So he instilled some good, like, solid values in me as well. And one of the things that he taught me that I'll never forget as well is there's nothing wrong with playing second fiddle. You understand? He said there's nothing wrong with playing second fiddle, you know. Sometimes being the lead, because I'm a natural leader, but he said, you know what, sometimes being the leader is a lot of pressure. You understand? Sit back, learn, listen and learn. You understand? Sometimes let someone else, and you played second fiddle, there's nothing wrong. He said, Batman's nothing without Robin. And he said, show me certain little ones like that. And he said, make me do some stupid. I used to cast in my mind, you know, you cuss up. You're an idiot, man. But the things he was teaching me,
he got you at the right age, though,
just right, bro. And I was living at my grand's as well, so it just kind of worked. He hit me. I remember coming in when he come on, we had a bath for the inside, and just like little things he's trying to install back in me as a man and whatever. And he's making me change his tyre and doing stupid little things.
Yeah, but big him up now.
Like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you're mad for it them time. Like, oh, what are you doing? What are you? Go out. You're like, you know, send man to go and get something 6 times. Like, go and pick up that bag and bring it back. All right, now go and get the can. But the can's right next to the boat. So why don't I just bring them both at the same time?
Yeah.
You understand? Like, foolishness. Mind games. It made man's mind strong. Resilient. Man's robust now. So. Yeah, man, I have to big him up still, man. He knew he's a psychology man. Like, he knows how to work brain and all little things, like small things, he will like home in on details and be able to work out certain little things quickly. And he like, yeah, man, show me some good to understand. I still got a brilliant relationship with him now, man.
Yeah, now big him up, but that's hard still because a lot of people, like a lot of man, like they find it hard to even rebuild. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Back with like a son or whatever.
That's right.
So that's a hard thing to do. So big him up that he even took time out to do you know what I'm saying?
Attempted it, and
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big him up.
Yeah, it sounds like they're proper realists as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we're living life, and not everyone's perfect, but obviously you pay the price, and then you come out, and then you do better next time. Do you understand?
Right.
So
They got understanding. Yeah, my gran used to say this, and you understand? I love my gran to bitch. She, again, I had some really good like teaching. She said, of my mum and dad, she said, too bad up enough to walk together. You understand? That's what she used to say about them. You understand? Because they both got their own way about them, so to speak. She said, too bad up enough for walk where you said, and although they were good for each other, they weren't good because they're both bad people.
Yeah, because sometimes you need a bit of opposite to balance it out.
Yeah.
I hear you. But you sound like you got a good, strong foundation there, though.
Do
you get me?
Yeah, that's the realest I'm saying. This music, that is the most part of it, because this music industry is treacherous. If you ain't got a good, come from good stock, you may as well leave it alone. It's just, you'll perish.
You're going to end up one of them, innit?
Yeah, and it's victim, and it's just not.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, man. So, was it from like school then you knew that you was into music and all that?
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the journey from there, like to being on screen? Obviously we got a hit, like you lot worked radio and all that, but what was the journey, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
because it was a lot harder back then as well.
Like, it was a graft. Do you know what I mean? The real graft. People don't understand it then without no internet. Like our thing, we went Holloway Boys. Camden Girls was just up the road from us. Our little hustle back then was we'd go up to the girls' school at lunchtime and say, whose birthday is it? Who wants a free party? And we'd do a free party for the girls. Basically, it's our Heartless crew bus. In our area, we was popular first in North London, Archway, not even North London, Archway, Camden, Holloway. We was popular in that area because we was playing at the girls' house parties. We'd set up, we had our little speaker, what we brought, you understand? And we'd go and set up, we had a little van. Babyface's older brother had a sound van, so we use that to go and set up, string up, play at the girls' parties, you understand? And them times like £1 entry and stuff. So we make a little bit of money, but we was very industrious. We used our school guillotine to cut up flyers. Fronty again, he designed flyers because he was very good on computer. Them times, I remember you had IT used to do IT lesson in school back then. I think in school. And Fronty done IT. I done CDT. I think he done IT with the computers. So he could design flyers and then we'd chop them up on the guillotine. That was very industrious, very forward thinking.
And people used to collect flyers and put them on their wall as well for the raves. Because I remember one of my friends from Wood Green, like all the raves she used to go to, she used to have like the flyers up and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I went to this one or whatever.
Yeah, that was
in the day. That's how it was. Remember back them times there, like
Rose and them things.
Yeah, do you remember?
Our studio, it's got that now, fun. For real. Our studio, I did invite you one time.
I know.
You just diss me, you know. It's this, you know. She had a big on the couch.
She was a beer mind game.
I don't know. She thought I was trying to chat her for. I'm saying to her, wow. And this is one of my gripes with in the UK industry. One of my biggest gripes, you know. It's that people don't want to work on a vibe and unite. Just link up. All the artists, I say the same thing to them, girls or boys, indiscriminately. And one only people I can big up, Angel, I was with him yesterday, he's the only one that can say he will step out, I'll call him and he's on. Most I want, they're so bougie. It's that, you understand?
Yeah.
And I said,
no, but my thing wasn't a bougie. No, my thing wasn't a bougie thing. My thing wasn't, and I know, Z was there as well, you know, Serena. Nah, it's because we was at the
headphones party.
At the headphones party or whatever, and you know, I was with other people or whatever and stuff like that. But I know,
my
but
door
you know,
is
like,
open, you know, my door, I make sure my door is open indiscriminately to all. Anywhere I go, I said, listen, let's go there and follow. I got you with Angel that day. He come out that day, you understand? And he was out rolling. I had him come to about 3-4 parties. I and again, I'll just draw him out. Because he's the man, he don't even go out so tough, you hear me? And we was out the night, they said, yo, come see Joe, we're all together. We go down and put down some things and just catch your vibes. No, because this is how we're supposed to do it.
That's it, it's true though.
Red Stone, that was true. Red Stone,
no, you know, like, no, I'm in studio. No, but Reds is cool because you know Reds. Yeah, Reds from Northwest.
Okay,
the green eyes. Yeah.
Right, but anyway,
That's what I'm saying.
I put it out there on the TV, you know. Studio is there for link up, man.
Yeah.
You all of us were supposed to make tunes together and there's vibes.
We made a tune.
We made exactly, brother. Imagine that.
Girls are a bit different, you know. Like with girls, they don't just run to the studs, but you know what it's like. It's just a bit different with us. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but say no more. And I kind of thought to myself, maybe I would have been.
No, you wasn't. It's just that's I feel like with girls, because I noticed they even said that before, like I don't know, like we can't. I just feel like we can't be as the guys. Them, you know, like the guys, the way the guy. Yeah, remember when he said it, like the way that the guys can just like, come, let's go studio or whatever.
I tell you what, the guys
we need to be a bit
just more. As bad, if not worse.
Really,
the words, the I can name them big artists. And small, medium, all they're long. They're long. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's really a big gripe of mine because I'm saying to myself, but wait, and you certain man even say they're coming and they don't come. And I'm like, what? I don't get it. I really don't. It's something that really puzzles me. Like you say you're an artist, you're making tunes and whatever. Link up vibes, even if the tunes don't come out, it's just a vibe.
Nah, if I say I'm coming, I'm coming.
Yeah,
still.
me too.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm
just going all over the place. I don't mind. I'm happy to go. Oh, and it's a different vibe. So when you go other studios, you learn little tricks.
Come on, man. You know what it is, fam? As well. See enough people, enough artists or whatever you want to call it, but they can't just go right now. See me. We can stop recording right now and make a chat.
That's right.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Enough people, they have to take it home. Take
and that's right. Because you know what is this world, and I find, and this is what I want to break out at the UK. The artists are more insecure. You understand? Like, the funny thing, this is so weird. I used to hate studio with a passion because I'm a vibe man.
I like it.
You rather live.
Live. I love the live shows. So then you can make me say, Mom, I'm a bit not headstrong, but I'm kind of, I don't like people telling me. I've got my own mind.
Yeah.
You understand? I do
you need creative
my own
freedom.
Thing. Yeah, in anything, I listen to myself. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why my partner says, you're hardest. But it's not that I'm hardest. I just listen to myself. So when you go in studio, it takes a lot to learn. For me, it's what I'm funny. When I'm in here, is so meticulous. Say it like this, say it like that. Do this, do that. That used to drive me mad. Mad, like, no. So I used to smoke and I would stay out of the studio far because in my heart I was scared. They want to go in there, man, tell me to do this, do it like that. And end up 50 fucking times, 50 times to do the same thing. And it's just driving me mad. So I used to sit out, fall asleep, smoke. Yeah, that's wicked. And I know the vibe. If it's good, I would say, that's wicked.
You just go and say your thing.
But I just hate it. But over the years, I've been up and now I like it. So when
I
I'm such a man,
it now.
come studio, I know it's vibe. We got a bar in our studio. You can smoke in there, you can do what you want.
I've seen your thing. So remember how Millie?
They're cool, you come in there, when they come there, they love it because I make it like a home. I make it homely because I'm a vibes man. So I know I didn't used to like going to studio with people, especially after you go off the studio and it's frosty and you don't know the vibe is going to set, and I try and make mine as warm as possible, you understand? So when you come, you're comfortable. If you drink, there's drink up there. Even more time.
I like studio vibes still. Yeah, I like to create. Now I'm coming definitely. I'm coming.
Let's bring you down to you comfortable. And you're saying the same.
Man, I'm coming.
I got slippers there for the girls. Every time I make that thing, it's homely. So you are coming and to kick off shoes and relax. Everything's up, you get me?
Yes, you know more.
Yeah, man, when you're ready, man, when you're ready.
Yeah, no, man. Back to the journey, though, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying.
So it was basically like you lot's the partying scene and everything, like locally, like consistency, just playing at the raves and the parties and stuff like that. That got you lot's name big.
Mate, yeah. It's all the girls. We was a girl sound. Yeah. And look after the girls. Them times, you know what? We were so glad. We used to play out once every 2 months or something like that, and we wouldn't get no place if we didn't make it happen ourselves. That was the difference. You had to really force it through. And then the other thing, what we done, what was good, we used to tag up. Remember, this is like in the graffiti days. Graffiti was done, but we kind of still tagging at the back of buses. Every bus we're going after school, we're writing
Spider
Heartless.
was here.
You understand? And then the other thing what we used to do, like after that better, we're funny, we'll make the flyers, we'll cut them with a guillotine, and then what we'll do, we'd go on teeth little spray glue from the art shop. There's an art shop down Holloway. We'll teeth this spray glue, and then like we'll on the back of the buses. So one man will stick the flyer, one man glue and one man stick the flyer down. You understand? We used to tag up all the buses like that in the art area 29. You understand? 253. They were the our local buses, and we used to spray up our flyers with spray glue and put the flyers at. You understand? And they'd build up our name in the end. Community. It was youth centre days. We go youth centre chat. Funny again was a bad MC. You understand? Basco, you know Basco Benji.
Yeah, come on, man.
He was a big man MC in our era. Them
Basco.
Exactly. I thought they clashed Basco on the back of the bus. You understand? And that was like a good little hype. Them time there. Remember Daniel Jummery? You remember him? He sport like top no door for in him fight back in the day as well. And you know he
and
put
the
that
Clashes
name.
brought the vibe, innit?
Oh man.
Yeah, come on.
It was good. Build up our name in the area.
Yeah.
Then we went Chimes. You understand? We got Anthony Brightly, so we got a little bus in Chimes, started to play, and then that's like the first club we're starting to play. And then the jungle days come, so we're raving jungle hard, but we're still doing our Heartless crew sound. And so that's enough of the sound, them kind of drop off from there. The Black Mafias, Glamour Guard, all them sounded, they were like the bigger sounds for us, so to speak. And where we're from, Archway, them man are like Hackney, Tottenham, in sense we're kind of on the edge. The King State is with the Archway sound as well. Jason Williams and them man, Shorty Cordell, big up them man there, because they were representing our area.
Has he got a sister called Aishaleen?
Aishaleen? Who?
Because that's the only person I know.
You're thinking ain't that her name?
Yeah, but that's the only person that I know that's got the same name as me.
But yeah, forget that
girl.
Louis.
No, just saying.
Yeah, forget that Louis.
Yeah, back then, so yeah, doing the sound thing, still building up the journey with the sound thing through the jungle days, the raving jungle, but building up the sound. And then, yeah, after the jungle days, with the garage, you understand me? And then from then, we went on to Mission FM, and like, yeah, it kicked from then, basically. Like, that's when our name started to bust. But it was a good journey prior, and like, all these other sounds, they weren't like the ragga sound, because it was ragga them times there. The ragga sound them drop off through at the jungle period, because everyone started to rave jungle, everyone started smoking and that kind of thing. So enough man rub out throughout that period there, and we stuck at it again through the jungle. We was trying to be jungle DJs, you understand? That's what we actually wanted to be, jungle. We was trying the hardest to bust in the jungle scene, and we weren't happening. Jungle man, we was too young, and they was kept it too tight.
We got Skibber and that.
Yes, yeah. And even Skibber coming late. Skibber weren't even, when we was about, Skibber is late. He weren't even in the thing yet. Hyper D, big up Hyper D, Shabba, 5-0, Moose, you understand? It was them man there, really. And then if you went deep, Red Dan, there was DJ Red Dan, Lively. They would have a set for the hard way, Rush FM. Rocky was bad still. And Rocky was hard still. Yeah, man, that area there, jungle area there is my era.
Yeah,
man can't chat to me about that.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, because
you get what I'm saying?
We're going to be here till tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, the rave scene, they're not ready. You get what I'm saying? For what they think what raving is now.
No, yeah.
They will never get
lost.
We're going to make them know about raving.
Yeah, that's right.
But boom, fam, you lot was like one of the first to bust, like big time, like big screen thing, like before internet and all that. So I was just trying to work out, how did you get signed and all that?
Yeah, so okay, so now I kind of we got up to the early garage days. So this is like 96 specifically, going into 97, end of 96 going into 97. Like jungle's fading out, yeah, because it's too much rude boy thing and the smoking going mad. And people, tickets are robbed before people even in queue, and it was that kind of thing. And CS Gas, Ed Bus, and it was that, all of that was going on, right? So now all the gal left and started to go to garage. Fonty, again, had a girl back then, Lisa Fraser. She was she left the jungle thing. Yeah, she was like a mixed race girl, but more on the white kind of side, I would have to say. She started sliding in the garage, and she was like, "Well, you man need to come into the garage." Well, obviously we're DJs, she knows the thing. Where, And there was a pub at Laurel Tree pub in Camden. She's like, come there. We went there. Garage is playing. And this is like Freak FM is just starting to creep in, Freaking You, 96. You understand? We're still Jungle Waves hard, but Garage in the second one, but Jungle Waves. And I remember Fonty went in the garage room to chill out one time. He's like, he saw MC Creed. It's like early 96. He's like, Rock B, come and check this man out with a robot voice and whatever.
Creed's got a mad voice.
You understand? So from then we're like, oh, this is kind of cold. Yeah, all of that, yeah. We're like, oh, this is cold.
I can't even do it.
Yeah, you can't even do it. Some deep gruff voice.
Yeah.
But until we see him, big him because he's a real godfather of the thing. And I can vouch for seeing him in them Jungle Wave in room 2 doing the garage room. And anyway, so we start tipping in the garage. If them time members a bit of fruity scene as well, because that's why everyone never really like it, to be honest with you. But the gal was in there. We started to dip in the garage. You understand? And we're building up that kind of thing. We're on it early. 96, 97, we start playing on like Mission FM, and then from there we're doing like the tapes start to fly around. So we're getting popular. Now we start getting popular up in Birmingham. That was like our first city outside of London. They latched onto us, Birmingham. And
big up, Bram.
Yeah, still up to now. They've got so much love for us up there. Tapes start fly around UK now, so we're getting popular now. Names starting to cool, you understand? We're bursting the radio like, but people don't know what we look like. They ain't seen us at this time. It's just like, just hearing voices, you get me? And I remember us, man, this year when we knew we was getting popular, we used to go around and you're hearing your tapes playing in cars. You understand? Because it's like, wow.
They don't
even know it's the man. And we're like, oh, my gosh. And it's like, yeah. We start get popular names, start cool now. We start doing 1 or 2 raves and stuff like that. £50 we was getting them time. They're like some baby money. We weren't really too worried about the money, you understand? But the name, it just started to move rapid. But we burst that area. We was bursting up Birmingham now. You understand? We started buying some little jalopy cars. Big up Swifty, Mission FM. He's like my big brother mentor. Taught me so much shit. It was unreal. You understand? That he was getting his knowledge from Tupac and the Americans. Always had his little bottle. You understand? He'd just give me the keys. He make me drive the big BM and all of that. Them man were moving. Man. The man would give me levels from back then. Drop top BM 3 Series. You understand? Man, pull up on girls like. The man, you understand? I was a young boy them time, but he would drink and he just kick knowledge to me all day. He used to make me drive him up and down and just kick knowledge to me all day, every day.
Yeah, big him up though.
Yeah, Swifty, love Swifty like cook food, man. Taught me so much, man. I always have to give him his dues, man. Anyway, so name's busting now. You understand? We'll start doing raids with Mission FM. You understand? Starting now to make some pocket money and whatever else. We had an office in Brick Lane. Way before Brick Lane bus. Way. Yes, way before Brick Lane. Trust me, I forgive it to him. And again, it's Swifty, because Swifty was the head of the game. You understand? Swifty, my mentor. And our little thing out there, me and Mo going in there getting our little head and works back in the day. No, you're too good to me, you know, I swear. We've had fun with this business here. You understand? But the name's starting to translate now. We get a call up to go to Napa. We get the call up for first we was doing a big up RIP Tony Maidan, from Tottenham, bad man Tony, and something like. He was a very good inspiration as well. Taught man some good stuff, and he had Leisure Lounge. We started playing at Leisure Lounge weekly. Right. Burst in that. Then he linked us to La Costa Nostra, RIP Pete La Costa Nostra. But when we got the call up for La Costa Nostra dance, remember that was the big dance in the day. Big. We thought we made it. Now when we hit La Costa Nostra, whoa. So we got the call up for that. Then after that, we got the call up for Iron Upper. I think this is like.
So that was your first like.
Yeah, but the wickedest thing people don't know, we got a call up for Napa, but they wanted Fonty alone. Because me and Mo were MCing, and remember we changed the garage thing. Yeah, they didn't like it the entire time. So they called out and said, Fonty alone to come to Napa. And Fonty like, nah, we're moving as a unit. So we didn't go that year. But the next year, we went.
Find it done.
Oh, there's a tape still. The question I said, Napa, RIP Bucket, you know,
that's cool, man. The man lost his, yo.
Oh, man, remember the tape of a flight, and I see, Bucket, gas. So we said that was the first year in Napa, and we all, again, people don't know, us, three of us, they put us in one room back then, like baby boy business. But we were so happy anyway, you understand? We did business, you know, and we share room, we share socks, it didn't make no odds to us back then, so that was our bond. 3 of us in one room, you understand, in Napa, you understand, living our best life. Then the next year we went and we started, so I think by about the second or third year we went to Napa. Now we've got the island locked. And we didn't know, they flew over A&R, Richard East West, and he come over and I remember terrorised. I remember it like yesterday. Man, terrorising up Napa, and I'm on the stage and I got gal coming back and forth, you know what I'm saying, coming and whining them, and we had the thing up, yeah. And I'm at the end that a brother come up to me and said, "I don't know how you do it, mate." And I said to him, "Mate, what do you mean?" He said, "You got the girls eating out of your hand. How'd you do it? They're just coming up to you one after another. And I just started laughing. And I'm a social person. I started laughing with him. And anyway, me and him was reasoning. And he said, "No, I'm a record label man. I'm from East West. We come to talk to you guys and whatever." And I said, "Okay, cool." And give me his card. So when you get back to the UK, hit me up. That's Richard East West. He's actually Kano's manager now. You know what I'm saying? And he's won with him and Kano. They've won. Right. But again, he learned. He was our A&R back in the days, but he brought it onto like a manager with us. The shit he's done with Kano now, I could see he learned that with us because he was in our music house. We was going through our turbulence, and he was our A&R, but then almost became a manager, and we become a good friend. Bond, we used to smoke together, and we went Miami with him. We went Jamaica. Me and him was in the strip clubs in Miami, living our best life, getting wasted on the credit card, the record label credit card. And we just had our bond. Went Jamaica with met Sean Paul and all these people, and really lived. And then the record label dropped us. They dropped him at the same time. He went and done his thing with Kano. But by this time, our name is
Ringing.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's skipped so true. We blew like that, smacked it up, and then it's like we started to go down. But people externally wouldn't know that. Like we was like bickering amongst ourselves. The record label dropped us. You know, we had so much money, and then like our money was always together. You understand? It was one thing, we always kept everything together. Then man wanted to split the money, girls, and it just started to go. But slowly. So slowly. And now that's why I say a lot of the artists, and I said, they're finished. Because I know the thing. You know, I know when a man's finished long before people know, because I'm seeing it. Yeah. Like a lot of these men are their empty vessels, but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, we went through it and we was like dwindling and bickering, and the girls and man's pillow talk, you know how it goes.
So did you ever have to do performances and you lot weren't even chatting to each other and all that?
You don't know the half of it, man. You don't
Tell
know
us something.
You don't know. Us, man, 3 man used to come to rave in 3 different cars, stand in 3 different parts of the venue, and then we go on stage and shell down.
And then we go again.
Man of each other. Man ain't said not a word is exchanged before we go on set. And we go on the set and tear up.
Yeah.
Everyone go home in their separate car.
That's how it goes with groups, you know. There's always behind the scenes, you know. Always.
Not a word exchange, you know. Man turn up.
Man just getting paid. Yeah, straight face.
Bare straight face. Not a word they exchange, you know.
And you know what is straight face.
They're the worst. They're the worst. I turn up with people. I say I come me, I always with a couple of people. Them man turn up by themselves in the one car by themselves. Come myself, I leave. I come with a couple of friends and make say us 3 come and they see for them. And you're like, whoa, what going? And man, the blanket. People, what going for my man? No, like, what? Oh man, nah, mad. That's some mad times, good and bad, but that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
really.
you can laugh at it now though. That's the good
but
thing.
yeah, man was at each other's throats, but not a word exchange. And then we're on stage and it's like, yeah, we're and we finish. Everyone is off home. Yeah, it's good. It's mad, but. Yeah, man, it's epic. Like I say, this business, you got to be resilient, man. You understand? You got to be resilient because there's a lot of shit, and you understand, man's are brothers. You understand? We've all got a tattoo on our back. You understand? Heartless crew. You understand? Brothers for life, closer to God, never give up. That's the tattoo. All 3 of us. So I've got it. You understand?
Yeah, family, innit?
Family.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, no matter what happens,
what makes it real is when you lot can come through it, though, innit?
Exactly. On the other side, the love is always there. You understand? Because we went.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's it, and it's, you understand, Yes, love over everything, and we all got the tattoos. It's even when man are bickering and we was at the worst, the love was still there. Because if any one of us dropped down or something, we'll all be crying and we're all at the funeral. You understand? So that love, you know, sometimes the love has to conquer all. You get me? No matter what, we went through so much paper together and so much shit. It can't be replaced. You get me?
So how was it like getting signed on that? How did you feel on that?
It was. It's weird. It should have been the time of our life, but for me, I was always gassed. I remember actually getting signed. The time we got signed,
Sorry, I just want to say, obviously, for new school viewers or whatever, or new school people, getting signed was like a big deal.
It was a holy.
But then it weren't like now where everyone getting signed and all that.
And no one doing what you lot was doing, was getting signed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was a big, massive deal.
It was even a big deal on the road. Like, right, that man, they got signed.
Yeah, you know and we got signed for loads of money as well, which was a mistake.
How much?
I never really like to say, man, but it was a lot of money, man.
Mills.
It weren't meals, it was, you understand, but put it in scale now, it probably would, it probably might even be meals in now, because it was 20 years ago, you understand, so inflation, stuff like that.
No, because I know, man was getting some P back then as well.
It was stupid
even
money.
Glamour Kid.
It was, they signed
Glamour for.
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? And then put him in debt and big.
Mash him up, and Glamour, it's like, to take Glamour's, he's my virgin still, and we was well with Glamour and trying to bring him out, and it's just a bit shaky, but the industry's took its toll on him.
Yeah.
You understand? It's sad, and if you ain't strong, this is what happens. You understand? But yeah, we got signed for a whole heap of money, and we should have been over the moon. And I was to an extent, but at the same time, it's like the man's weren't happy. And I actually remember just before we signed, and I looked across the table, and it's like the woman who signed us, she just looked like a witch. And I thought to myself, nah, we shouldn't be signing this, you know. You know, you get an inner feeling. But it was too late. The paints were there, the champagne was there, and it was like, we were around a big round table. You understand? It was like, it was a point of no return. Man should have been strong enough to say, nah, this ain't from us. You understand? Because all three of us felt it. And we signed with these people, and it just went downhill. The cracks come out. We was already a bit bickery with each other, and then we signed, and they put us in to work with some people who aren't our own people. And this is again, as black people, I have to stress it, as black people, we know ourselves. We're different. Everyone's different. There's nothing wrong, because the differences make everyone who they are, and the variety is the spice of life. But we just have to appreciate that we're different, and everyone has to accept we're different. You understand? We're not the same as white people. You understand? It's just how it is. You understand? White people, they know how to do some things, but they don't know how to do certain things for us. We know how to do it for us. So us getting signed with these people, they didn't really know us or understand us, and it's questionable whether they even wanted to understand us. Did they even really want to understand us? I don't know. I'm not them. So, but it didn't feel like that.
Did they want to change your direction as soon as you lot got signed?
Yeah.
What I'd never understood with like sight when people get signed is the thing what catches their eye, what you get signed for, is the thing that they tell you to change once you're signed.
Exactly.
What is that all about? Like, that's what everybody gravitates to.
Exactly.
That's what's sold.
What's selling in the first
and then
place.
you make them change their whole direction, and then you drop them because you say, oh, you didn't sell enough. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense.
But it's what we realise as we go along is that they set you up to fail.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what it is. So that's why man has set up our own record label now for our own people. You understand? Because man can understand our own people. There's nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with it. We've got to be taking pride in our own thing. You understand?
Exactly.
They sign
we need
us up.
more of our own at the top.
Yeah, this is it.
That's
You understand?
it.
It's not even, there's enough room for everyone. You understand? There's enough room, but we just got to take pride and just understand that we know how to do sex as a black woman. You know how to do black hair. Some of your white friends, they could be your best friend, but they just don't know how to do your hair. It's a small, simple thing. You understand? But unless you've been dealing with black hair all your life, you're not necessarily going to know. And there's nothing wrong or right with this. It's just understanding what it is.
Exactly.
We are loud, we talk a certain way, we act a certain way. This is just how we are as people, as spiritual people. There's nothing wrong with this. We just need to know it and accept it, and they need to accept it. We accept them for their good and their bad, and they accept us. And that's, in a way, what's not really happening. And same thing happened with the label, and it got messy. Like a small example, we was very industrious. We had our own cars. We're going to Manchester. We're shelling down Manchester, ghetto, Moss Side. We're going everywhere. And you understand? Doing our own thing, and it's just love. We're getting in the ghettos. It's love. We're going there, man. Give us weed. We give them weed. Man, take us to the food shop. We go garm shop. We spend our money, and we look good with everyone.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. That's us off our own back. we get signed at the record label, they send us back into Moss Side in a van, not Addison Lee van, it weren't them, that the VO, the Mercedes Benz, these top class vans. And we're saying, all you're doing is setting us up to go up there and get robbed, because people know us for moving a certain way. They know our school. We always go to the after parties. You understand? That's us. We we put out in the area and we'll go to after parties. We're the wickedest man from the area, whoever. We don't business. We say vibes. And we'll go and play in the after party as well. Of course. So, like, they send us back up there in these top vans and stuff like that. And we're like, no, you're killing us. You're just killing the whole thing. You understand? But they couldn't understand it. And what it was, we're 21. We're feisty as well, because we've got our own money. You understand? We've made our own shoebox money and we've got our own garms. We've done our own thing. So you are trying to tell us some stuff, and we're a bit arrogant as well with it. So you're trying to tell us stuff. We know better, because we actually know better, because it's our own thing. No one knows our thing better than us. But you're old enough, you're 30s, and you're these people, so you're telling us certain things, and we're telling you, no. And it's become fictional as well, you understand? So it's like, I can't say they were fully we weren't in the wrong as well, because we was arrogant, we was headstrong, we're feisty, and that's all the sign, it just started to deteriorate. Us man started to bicker, man started to get their long-term girlfriends and buy houses and all of that. And it's just their pillow talk, oh, you're the best one out of the three, you don't need so-and-so. My man's just this, it's that, and a bag of lula.
Don't need Bushkin.
You lot need to do you lot's little movie, you know.
Well, we need,
Trust me, I'm telling you.
Shit,
it will be good. It will be good.
Yeah, the pillow talk wicked, you know. If anything can mash up, man, then
the girl.
It's the girl. You understand? I'd say that much, you understand? It's a pillow talk, it's fuck up man, you understand, sir? We went through all of that, and this is all while being signed and having a lot of money, and I'm flamboyant, I'm the most flamboyant out of the man, so I'm saying, wow, yeah, so we used to pay ourselves a wage as well, you know, so we had all our money together, but we paid a wage. But then man might say, well, man, want to go and buy this. You know, but it's another beef.
Hey, my wage would be mad. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone at the same
my wage would be
everyone
mad.
at the same wage. Because no one can't take more
but
than...
that's what I'm
So
saying.
no matter what you lot did, everyone got the same.
Everyone got the same.
Cool.
But then where it become a problem is that I'm a bit more flamboyant than Mo and Fonty. Fonty's a bit more flamboyant than Mo. So we all get paid a set wage in our bank every month. You understand? That's standard. Exactly the same. But then, remember, we've got excess money, you know. I might say, well, you know what? I want to go and buy this. You understand?
For the video shoot, innit?
Or whatever, I want to go and buy that.
Say something else.
But it's two man have to sign the checks. Back then was check. This is check what we're dealing with, you know. Two man have to sign off. You understand? 2 out of 3 man have to sign off. So now it's like...
And then everyone knows your business as well. Whether you're not talking or whatever, like every time you want something.
Everyone has to know. So it's like, I'm saying, but you know what, all right, I want to go and buy this, it might cost that, whatever, all right, cool, the money is not a problem, but man saying, but I say, wait, I want to buy it, if you want to buy it, you buy that as well, or take the equivalent money. Oh no, but I don't want that money. But that's your business. I want to buy that. You understand? It's a beef again. It's another. As a 2 man, I got to sign the check, but a man's reluctant to sign that. But if you want to spend that money as well, spend it. I'm not telling you not to. I'm saying what I want to buy. Let me buy
that Bushkin was the problem. Bushkin was the problem.
It's a bad thing.
Man went extra stuff.
But you know what? You see when it's
man was being the spring. You know what? Extra stuff and all that.
But you see, like being in a group, the hardest thing is when you can't move when you want to move. Because no matter what comes to the table, you can't sign off until everybody says yes.
Happy.
So if you say, no, but I like that deal, or that's a good move, no, I don't think that is, you can't move.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand? So it's always, there's always going to be behind the scenes issues.
Yeah, we went through all of that. And then, man, that was the next thing. The wickedest things, we bought a van in the days. It was like 20 grand, just short of 20 grand, yeah? But this, to me, was one of the best things ever, but the man's dragged their feet, and this was like, again, one of the major cracks that kind of mash us up. So we bought a van, this was like just under 20 grand, I think it was like 18 or 19 grand, again, we was going to Manchester and I seen this van. I said, stop, U-turn. Go, and we're looking at this big blue bus. Now, this is way before tour bus man weren't thinking like this. See, half these artists now who may even go on a tour bus, they weren't even out. You understand? They wasn't even out. You understand? I've stopped with seeing a tour bus. I didn't notice at the time. It's Elkie Brooks, and people Google Elkie Brooks, and she's like a folk singer for the UK, massive, had number ones. So this is Elkie Brooks' tour bus.
Right.
It was in Manchester with U-turn spun of like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Rare, got on the bus. Everyone's like, yeah, gas. You understand? Like I said, we're gonna buy this. We're buying this van. We're buying this. You understand? Talk to the man, rare. You understand? Cool. You understand? Literally done a deal on our way to a rave. You understand? Next couple of days, we've gone back up to Manchester. You understand? Checkbook again. Everything's checkbook them times there. Well, at the check, we bought the bus. Me and big up Longers. You understand? My brother Longers. You understand? We've drove the bus back to London. Bearing in mind, it's like it's probably just shorter than a bus, an actual red bus. You understand? And not as tall, but this had double bed, bathroom, shower, zinc, cooker. Yes, and
it was your choice.
It's my idea.
Yeah,
but it's my idea. No, and I put this in the camera because my wife to talk. When you get my wife to talk, it's
Mo didn't want it.
That man said they didn't want it. But everyone signed off. Everyone signed off. Everyone signed off. Everyone signed off.
They patterned.
And man at the time was all on the bus. Oh my God, we're gonna get water guns to spray at the top because you've got a ladder. You can go on the top, and one bagger is the maddest thing ever. Like back then, to have a tour bus was young kids who tour our own tour bus. It's amazing. No one can do it now. That's how far ahead man was. And everyone signed off on it. So there's no itch. Now, yes, we bought it for that now and 20 grand. We had to spend a lot of money on it. It was like, and to do up, I wanted to put levers in it, and I know it's mad. I had a big garage. I used to use giggy American car garages. I used to use them. So it was going to cost a good amount of money to fix it up. Man, everyone's dragging their feet. Bearing in mind, we've got the money. Yeah, we have the money in excess. Yeah? So everyone's dragging their feet.
The excess thing.
To fix the van. To fix it, to make it look how it's supposed to. You understand? Next, we've got it parked up. It's stupid, no insurance. You understand? The steering wheel gets licked. You understand? Remember, it's a bus from the States. You understand? So to get the steering wheel back, it's like about 4 weeks. You understand? Not even the money ain't the thing. We've got money.
Excess.
You understand? But it's just for time. You understand? But you know these people, what they do? They teeth the steering wheel to work out if anyone, because the bus is plotted up there, isn't it? And man, they're stilly dallying to get it fixed. So it just looks like it's a buying a bus, but it's worth. People who know, steering wheel gets clapped. Man, a dilly-dallying to get the steering wheel. You understand? So we've sent off to America to get the steering wheel. It's taken about 4 weeks to come, whatever. You understand? We have to source it. You understand? While it's coming, we get a call from Top Gear. This is Top Gear, national TV, Top Gear, yeah? Call our office. Bearing in mind as well, we've got our own office, you understand? It's mad, you understand? We're living life. I will say we was making like about 40 grand a month. That's what we was making that time. This is not to do nothing to, we've been signed, we've got our own money, but we're making 40 grand a month, our own thing, running our business. And to these men, when we're about 21, I'm saying to the man, we're running big man business, like, know what's going on, guys. Yeah.
Fix up the bus.
Small, you understand? Anyway, whatever. the steering wheel gets licked. Top Gear's called us. We want your bus on Top Gear. Top Gear national TV. This is like amazing. Like even still speaking about it now, I get goosebumps because this is unheard of. Top Gear. You understand? We're like, okay, cool. We're fixing up the bus. This, that, and other. And remember, what we're forgetting is Elkie Brooks is tour bus. This is the woman who's had number ones in the country, England, folk singer. You understand? English folk singer. So we've bought her bus. Top Gear's called us. We want you on our TV show because you've bought Elkie Brooks' bus. What's this? What's going on? Where?
And Top Gear, that's another level of audience as well. That's going to open you up to as well. Do you get me? Come on.
It's mad. Anyway, about not even a week after Top Gear called us, the bus got stolen. Never again. We've never seen the bus.
Of course you haven't
seen
seen
the same people that took the steering wheel.
Yeah, they were there.
That's why
they took the bus and they shipped it out, and we've never seen it. So imagine them man. They still want to buy it at the beginning, but they've changed them halfway through when we bought it and said they didn't want to buy it, so they're dragging their feet. The bus has got stolen. There's no insurance,
gone.
Nothing. So that 20 grand is gone. Man are like,
mad.
You.
Yeah.
Man
He
are
was the bad guy.
They looked at you.
They looked at you. And again, it was like cracks again. I'm like, no, it weren't that because everyone agreed.
Yeah.
I couldn't wipe myself. It takes 2 months to sign off.
Everyone
we know
signed
it
off.
It takes 2 months to sign off. So, you understand? I didn't hide to use my hand behind it back. You understand? But it was a problem. Everyone's like,
That is mad. Bushkin's mad.
Everyone's mad. I'm mad. They're mad. We're all mad. We're all at each other's folks. Like, that's a waste of money. And tax years come in. We shelled out bare money, and it just started to fall to pieces. Man, like, nah, you got to pay that back. And it was we're in a partnership. Bearing in mind, I'm just bearing a lot. You're getting all that because I never really say it like this. We're in a partnership, a signed partnership. So it's like it is all one for all for one. You understand? And man, like, nah, you got to pay that. And I'm like, I'm going to pay what? You know, you got really.
That's definitely got to come out the excess.
I'm like,
that's definitely got to come out the excess.
So this is now a big problem now. Because man is trying to say you got to pay 20 grand.
That's the excess. We got to look at the excess.
Nah, this is not like we're a partnership, guys. What's happening? We're moving the goalposts here, like you understand? So it's an issue, and it's just issues and whatever. All fun and gays looking back on it now, but this is the real insights. You understand? When people say,
shouldn't have bought the bus, Bush.
Bruv, that bus, if we had that, if we had gone on Top Gear with that, bruv, forget Tiny Temple and all these man here, bruv. Like, our thing, this is our own thing. This is us. We were driving our own tour bus, bruv. Like, it would have set a different level of trend, bruv. It had the showers on it, it had cooker, all these things on it from early. Our own big blue tour bus. You understand?
The man should have fixed it up for real.
Bruv, come on, it was good. It was peanuts to fix it up in comparison to what we had paid for the bus and whatever else. You understand? And man was just dragging their feet, bruv, and it was just like horrid. And then the bus got stolen, and that's history. We've never seen it again. And it's like, it's one of them ones there. You just have to like. I'm still like, we should have done it, and then man will be like, nah, we shouldn't have bought it. And still like, if we say it, we laugh about it now, but it's still a little thing that you can bastard, and like, well, you stay there, you say you have to correct me. But yeah.
What's your favorite, like, I don't know, the most memorable like your favorite moments of like when you bust properly? Because obviously there must have been bare sick times, like.
Yeah, man, we had some times, man.
Too many.
A lot, man. We met Wycliffe Jean. We done a concert with Wycliffe Jean, and he pulled up with like about 20 man, 50 man on motorbikes, and we was like in armed.
Where was that?
It was in Hammersmith Palais, I think. One of them, Hammersmith, one of them Apollo or something like that. And they were all outside, and they were kicking knowledge to us through for ages, like just breaking down the game and stuff like that. And that was memorable. We the same time we went to New York, we flew out to New York. 4 of us, me, Fonty, Mo, and Longers. You know, so big up Longers, because Longers got a title on his back as well. Heartless, yeah. We flew to New York, and as soon as we landed, we was at each other's throats. We was wilding out. Longers wanted to go to Boston, because my little cousin who was in Boston, and we've landed in New York, and it's not a close journey. And man was like getting it twisted, and we're all arguing. We've gone to Central Park, and we just kicked off. This time we're all, and Longers, everyone who know him, he's like shouting and screaming at the top of his voice. You understand? It's like, if we all want to fight almost, but you can't even fight Longers. You understand? And some man heard us like, what's going on with you guys? Where? But obviously we're from England as well, innit? We're in New York, Central Park. And he's come over and he's like, Ron, he's like pacified us and just started to kick us. We don't know him from nowhere, but he just started to kick us some knowledge and this is that, the time just after Tupac and Biggie died. It was that era there. You understand? So he's like chatting to us and he's telling us the whole thing of what happened with Tupac and Biggie, and we're just in the park until night. We got weed, them time they were smoking in the park. That was epic. It was just beautiful, like memories. We went from like fight, almost literally wanting to fight each other. You understand? Because man want to go Boston and we're in New York and there's not no close cards here. You understand? To us that all smoking weed with this guy we never met and him telling us about the whole Biggie and Tupac and we're just intrigued and we're just there right through the night. We done our first birthday, Mission FM first birthday party. That was like euphoria moment, like we touch stage and the crowd singing back our lyrics. Yeah, so this is like early. So people, they know us on the radio, but we don't know how big we are yet.
What year was that?
That was 1999. Yeah, we don't know how big we are. It's like, but when we hit the stage, it's like goosebumps. Man's hair's gone up. You understand? It's like,
yeah, I was in a big name times, but they were playing you know, hard on Radio 1.
Yeah, you see, that's that's
at
like
time that was mad.
We
You get what I'm saying?
busting,
Daytime and
busting like
see me?
there's an iconic picture in the. Was it 98 or 90? I think it might have been 98, you know. That picture in the black and white mosh. I'm in the black and white, and Fonny's in blue and Mo's in the greys. There's a kind of iconic picture. It still goes around. That was that day. We took that picture there, basically. And that picture's that iconic. People don't know that we was going to that rave and we was with Swifty and that Big Brother and we're drinking champagne and like, you know, feelings. Like, we almost want to bring tears to man's eyes. Like, that was this amazing era. Big up Natalie Tapper because she performed on that. She just died recently as well.
Oh, really?
R.I.P. Natalie Tapper.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, man.
So what artists inspired you? Like, who was you listening to and stuff?
Like, yard-wise, could man's yardy business. Tiger. He was like, I love Tiger.
Yeah.
Ninja Man. Papa San, Yellow Man, these are the artists.
Come on.
We understand. What's a trend?
I'll never forget when Tiger
Vibes.
was performing and he was hiding behind, you know, and he used to do that little funny dance and just hide behind the speaker and all that shit.
All of them
funny.
Funny
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Professor Nuts.
Yeah.
He's a man. Lyricist.
Yeah.
Lyrics.
Yeah.
Lyrics. Story time lyrics. Like, then Bushkin band and come after. Bushkin come after and man with a big Bushkin fan. Terra Fabulous, Terra Gandhi, these are our Jigsy King. Like these man, this was the era 1992, 93, like
sound tape,
Silverhawk, Stone Love. Yeah, Metro, Kilimanjaro, Metro Media, all that there. That was my era, man. I was loving that era there. Inspired heavily by them artists there. And then over here, it was MC Shabba was my favourite person. MC Shabba was the baddest to me.
Man, just going straight into the raving thing anyway before, and then we'll finish off with current affairs.
Okay,
We'll talk about the raving thing anyway.
Yeah, Shabba,
get into that.
Hyper, them man inspired man. Hyper was the best MC, hands down. And people who were around them times there will know Hyper D was the best MC, hands down. But my personal favourite was Shabba because to me this is how I describe it. Hyper D, R.I.P. best.
R.I.P.
Tightest lyricist. He could rap. He had the bashment kind of style. He could kind of sing. But overall he was really tight. His bars were like super tight. He knew when to come in, when to come out.
Big gang guy and mad.
He knew when to come in, when to come out, stop. He knew when the vocals coming in. Inch perfect. Best MC hands down. Shabba, vibes, man. He weren't tight. His lyrics weren't so tight. He was rough around the edges, but to me, he was just fun. And like a lot of my style is kind of like Shabba because it's fun. It's rough around the edges. Sometimes I miss the bar. Sometimes I come in off key and whatever. But it's his vibes. It's his vibes. But it vibes always. It works. It wins. You understand? And again, it's the difference between me and Mo in a way. Mo come from hip hop rap. Tight.
More polished.
You can't. Very few man can chat to Mo in the UK lyricist. I'll put it out there. You understand? All the Kano's a bad man. Kano, them man, they pattern off Mo. But Kano, you understand? He always says it. Always pays homage to Mo. And you understand? And a lot of them lyricists, man, they come up from Mo. You understand? He's a dad for them. You understand? Me, I'm rough around edge, baggy, vibes, hype. You understand? But this is why me and his combination work as well. You understand? So it's like one man rough around edge, baggy, he's tight. But when you put it together, it gels. You get me?
So how did the Clash thing start with you lot?
With Page You Go and all them?
That was lit. You lot was killing it, man.
Yeah. You know what? Again, I was more hot-headed back then.
Yeah.
You understand? A Major Ace, R.I.P. Major, so much man's dead, you know. Man, you know, God, we got to give thanks, you know. God is really good, you know. Because we're here with our good faculties. And R.I.P., you know. R.I.P. Major Ace. Back then, he was chasing man's lyrics and biting, man, and all them things there. Again, I put it out there on the camera just so people know, like, what time it is in the era. Like, when Heartless Crew started, there were none of these crews. There was no other crews. It was Heartless crew was the first crew. We got flyers from 1992. You understand? To Heartless crew. Then all these other crews, they followed fashion, which there's nothing wrong with that. You understand? Because it's imitation flatteries, whatever. So they've jumped on.
So you're putting it out there before So Solid.
Way before them. Way before them. Like the man who weren't even thinking about this when we was doing our thing. Remember we were Sound Ragga Sound talking about 92 flyers from then. These men weren't even. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, but what I was going to say is, at the time when we was popping on radio, like Wiley himself, Major Ace, all these men were listening into our radio show and phoning in. There's tapes, because I've got so much tapes, and these men phoning, I have someone bigging them up. You know, they're phoning the radio, yo, let's go big up Major Ace, whatever they're saying, or whatever, for example, they're bigging themselves up anyway. You know, so they're listening to the thing, and they're crabbing off lyrics. I can't say all of them, but Major Ace in particular is crabbing off the lyrics. Biting. We know how the thing goes back then. You can't bite a man's lyrics. Man ain't really on that. Man ain't having it. You understand? So this is
even now I feel the same way. You can't bite a bit.
You can't, but now it's a book more. You know what? Yeah. And this is where this podcast is going. You have to set the thing and both talk, because the rules have changed, and these people coming infiltrating our rules of our game.
Exactly.
And they're changing the rules and softening certain things, and man are getting away with blue murder now, which ain't really the done thing. You understand? And it's parameters have to be. It's good to have parameters. Anyway, man's biting the lyrics, a man's just pulled him up. Yo, G, you can't be biting man's lyrics like this. It's not the one, and we're not having it. You understand? So, again, I would love Fonty to death. When I was with Fonty, Fonty's kind of pacified it. Yo, B, come on, man, rare tata. It's a flattery. Fonty's very intelligent, man. Yeah. It's a sign of flattery, rare tata. I'm not really interested in that.
You're not flattered.
I'm not flattered.
They say that though, imitation is the
I'm not
best
flattered
form of
at all.
flattery.
You're taking a piss.
Yeah.
And the man has asked you and spoken to you accordingly.
Yeah.
And you're not really paying attention to the thing. You understand? So anyway, so it's bubbled up again. Man, I caught man again. And there's a couple clashes before the big clashes. You understand? Man, I put man up, man, I house man. The time we had a clash in Temple, man, shake them up. Then time we had a clash in Rumble, big up Slim Ting in Club Space, man, shake up man again. You understand? So it's like the things, and it's a bit lopsided obviously because the man couldn't really test us. You understand? Whatever. And again, man's hot-headed with the thing or whatever. So when the big clash happened at Destiny, again, they don't know. I've steamed into the rave and got in prior to the man, in front of the man outside with the record. I've got in. Them man are on stage taunting man with their foolishness. You understand? And I've got wild with myself and said, but wait, I'm not having this. And I've run up on stage and bam, lash, and this is how the clash run and whatever else. You get me?
Just grab mic.
Grab mic. And if you can hear it on the clash, because big up Max, Max is my very buddy, you know.
Max is my dog.
Max is my buddy, you know. And then Max said, you give me the mic, you know. Right, you give me the mic, you ain't got no sense, because you know I ain't playing no games right now, you get me? And yeah, man, wild up on them, and good vibes. Good looking back on it. Everyone always says, what was that clash? Was it fake or whatever? But it's nothing fake about it. This was spur of the moment, real. I'm pissed off. You're in there cussing, man, and trying to talk, man, about, promote, we're going to take the next sound's wages and all these kind of things. You can hear it on the tape. They're cheeky, you understand? They're being very cheeky. We're taking the next sound wages. Where's the next sound? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So when I got up there, I'm like, no, all right. So what do you think? All right, you stay there. You understand? And we all know element of surprise. This is what people in the industry, some man are flaky, you know, they don't know the thing. Element of, this is what my dad taught me. Element of surprise.
Yeah,
you got
right
to know when, where, and how to do it. You understand? You taught me some wicked things. You understand? Element of surprise. You catch a man off guard, you catch a man slipping. He ain't expecting you. I wasn't expecting to jump up on the stage that day there. You understand? I never went there with any intention to jump up on stage before I said. But that element of surprise, it catch everyone off guard. Because remember, it's only me one up there. It's Wiley, Major Ace, God's Gifts, Maxwell D, and whoever else. You understand? And it's me one, but it's bung on them, and them are like, oh, yeah, them started. And this is the beauty thing of it. The tape's there. You can hear it, man.
Yeah.
Bushkin.
Hey, big up God's Gift though.
Oh, love, it's love. Yeah, it's good for real. It's love, it's love. It's not about love, say way.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, but we coming from the jungle days.
Yeah, we can't not mention everything.
I remember bloody Wiley from there. When I'm a bit younger or whatever, but I remember Wiley was on Rinse.
Yeah.
And Maxwell went on there as well.
That's
right.
right.
Remember Maxwell's from Man's End still.
Yeah.
So,
He's the front runner. Max will do the front runner.
Max was doing his thing from long.
Yeah, and again, people don't know, and I put it out there and clear it up on the TV as well, because Maxwell, there's Pay As You Go. Maxwell's Ladies Heat Squad first, and then they join up with Pay As You Go. But Maxwell bust, arguably before all of us sat in the garage team with his serious tune, you understand? He was actually the first man to bust proper sign up with that serious thing. Yeah. And also, people don't know, you understand, I tell it clear, Maxwell was like the leader of Pay As You Go. Although Wiley's the man who arguably now is the man and everyone says he's a godfather or whatever he is, you understand? But Maxwell was the leader of that gang. You understand? He was a front man.
He had the clout.
He had the clout, you understand? Maxwell was a big man. He had the chaps and the motorbikes and stuff like that. He was the man. He had the name on the road as well. Them man never had no name like that. I can't say I remember any of them. You understand? I can only remember Maxwell D. You understand? And even without road runnings, he was the front man of Pay As You Go. He was the big man out of that crew there. You understand?
Yeah, big up Max, man. I was chatting to him the other day still, man.
Yeah, man, and he's still, he's another, me and him laughing.
He's the one that said, now get Bushkin, man. Bush.
Yeah,
give me his number.
We hail up each other still, man. Every time I speak to him, I say, boy, we're the dancers, they can't get rid of us, Max. Come on, man. We come from too far.
Yeah, now I forget him on here, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Talk for
me
them.
and him grew still, so we done a couple things, so I can't get me.
But
Nah. One day we get Max on there soon, though, man. But yeah, the raving thing, them man, that's what I'm saying. My thing, I started coming out the jungle and all that. Do you get what I'm saying? How was that? Like, how did you find them days? Like,
jungle.
Because compared to now, like the raving scene now, not even that I'm in the raving scene now, but it's like you see it in it. I see it in my timeline, innit? I see, do you get what I'm saying? So I see them raves in my timeline, innit? So I think like, but see you lot's raves. This ain't like how we was raving.
But, and it's 10 times smaller as
like,
well.
Man had like,
see
like even roast, like man had like man from Manchester, all the money was coming down.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you know that not in
yeah, exactly.
Wherever their money was coming down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know, one of the first
telepathy.
When we talk about the rave scene, it's the second word, the scene. There was a scene then, and there was, again, like I'm saying, there's rules and regulation to the scene. You had a certain dress code, you had a certain standard of, you understand, operation. You understand? Now, number one, there's not really a scene, and again, it's something we need to work on, because without a scene houses everyone and everything. There's no scene at the moment. There's a very small house scene, a very small bashment scene, there's a small little garage scene, you understand? But then there was a scene, it was a jungle scene back then, and everyone, like you said, from Nottingham, Manchester, Birmingham, everyone was in that scene, and you know certain man in the scene, and you see certain faces, you understand? You go out raving, you
know that's the Manchester man.
Exactly, and it's a scene there, and no matter what it is, everyone's in the scene together, you understand? Right now, there's a grind, but it's a very small little scene, because the powers that be have segregated it, because they know unity strength.
Exactly.
You understand? So now there ain't really a scene that house everyone, because in that scene, you got all the DJs, they're playing certain amount of music, you got the producers, everyone's in, and it's building the UK scene.
And it was like, it was the streets as well, innit?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like now, like it's like some little dickhead scene, like, you know, like the industry, like all the little industry dickheads. Like,
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and they're controlling the scene, but the scene,
but that's not their scene. It's like the industry, it's not raving, it's not
scene.
Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like, cause that's like the in crowd or whatever. Like, oh yeah.
And then monopolize with money.
In our days, that was the in thing.
That was a thing. That was a thing. That's where the in people was. You understand? That's where the man. And that's where everyone wants to be. With the man, they want to be with the hype, the darkest corner. They're the darkest raves. They're the best raves. Because you go there sticky.
Some bad man.
You understand? You feel like, oh, so it can go off any time. When you got the rave there, they're the best raves. Like, whoa, it's just on edge. But it's like, oh, you understand? That's the rave. They're the raves. And you know what?
Something can clap out.
Any minute, but you know what? There's a whole difference as well. It's the first word, rave. When man was going raving, man was raving. He was actually dancing, sweating. We dance again. Everyone's on their phone. It's some idiot thing. Man ain't going. Them time, I remember going raving. Before you even go raving, you start. It starts 2 weeks. You go to record check. You buy your ticket. You understand? You're in the mindset of the rave before the rave ain't nowhere near. It's like 2 weeks. You go and buy your garms. You buy your shoes, silk socks.
Ready.
Silk socks used to wear them time there. You buy your silk socks. Be marketing everything there. This is raving, because you're getting ready to, before you even go rave, before you step out, you're getting ready, and you're in the ambulance, the aftershave, and some droop. It was droop aftershave there, or cool water with a big aftershave. Then time Fahrenheit.
Yeah, really, it's a big
thing, big issue. You got your weed, your weed, cool weed, or you might want an eighth. Listen, bring your own whistler, bring your own lighter.
Still.
Yes, you might just say, depending on what you do, you don't do it.
You can't be jungle days, look at teeth still.
That's it, yes,
as if it's bad man thing.
In the corner. I've got a tune like that, bad man in the corner smoking under. I've got a rhythm like that, it's going to jump anyway. Big up Sweet Pea, you understand? But them time there, don't ask me to palm no Smith, I'm going to rave. Build your own suit, bring your own things, build everything yourself, build it yourself, because you know what? When I get in there, I'm raving. And that's what, after that, when man used to start saying, I'm not palming your Smith for you. Build it yourself, and man. Remember, it's jam raving. You gotta just juggle and you're trying to dance and build up, and man, I knock you now, bag of things. The feeling, the whole feeling of it, and that's when man starts saying, you know what? I'm building 10 Smiths before I go. I put it in my silk cup box and balls in that, and I'm in there. So I just spark up and I'm ready, and I can rave because man will go into rave to dance with gal. The wickedest thing when you go raving them times there, where you hear a new tune you never heard it before. And you hear it for the first time in a rave, you don't get that feeling anymore. That's something I can't.
You know the maddest thing I was thinking the other day, cause obviously man used to go cool school and all that. Even the over 18s, man used to go. And when man was under 18, man used to go to the over 18s. We got action, but man, we know we used to go under the gate.
Action, is that? Yeah. From where? Leighton, yeah.
But we used to go under the gate.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying?
Come on.
You know in the cool school, we used to go under the gate, bang down the back door, and the older man them used to let us in. Because we used to look too young, innit? But, yeah, do you get what I'm saying? But you know, I was thinking the other day, see, like, jungle days and all that, blood. Man used to be dancing with gal and all that, but you see, like, how fast the beat is. I've been thinking, how is man keeping up with that?
You could dance,
but man,
you could do the double time or half time, because we had this kind of bashment thing, and you could wind down. I remember certain time the rhythm would slow down, and pop, man would dance and wind up, and gal like, whoa! You come home with your car and you say, yo, I want to take this guy out a gallon. That was raving, the element. I remember certain of the rave there, man used to walk home, and the walk home is sweet. The walk home is sweet, and then that.
Long.
Oh, man.
You know how long, bruv.
Oh,
I remember we walked home from Ilford one time.
Island Ilford, all them things there, bruv. What? People don't remember these places. This is epic. This is gold dust. Like, this the feeling of raving, and then walking home and talking about the rave. Whoa, my man, Andy says, no, the SS dub play and right there. I'm down to this gal and the link gal from, remember, we're from North London, innit? Like, but we're walking home.
Do you remember Roller City?
Well, expected
Come on, man.
Five was in these places. Jungle Splash and Jungle Magic, Jungle Fever, all this. These are golden areas that can't really repeat back again. You understand? It's like epic. Too much fun, but raving. Actually, I remember one Christmas telepathy, and again, to my dad's security, we coming there with champagne. We was the youngest in there. We only wanted in there with champagne. Big up Evil King, and Daddy Fergie in there. We were champagne. And we were young. I was the only one they were getting like, jeez, champagne in the rave back then, you know. Oh man, epic.
You get what I'm saying? Then we had the overseas scene as well.
Yes, that's what
I mean. Like after the jungle, obviously, we had the mad garage days.
Yeah, we lived by Napa, Spallerocky, Malia, all these places. And again, it was a scene. That's the thing. Again, it's important to home in and make people understand. There's a scene. There was a whole scene. You understand? And there was a way to dance in the scene. Yeah. There was a way to dress. There was a way to conduct yourself and behave. And now
it's like all they got is like shows like, oh, this one's performing. Go to this or.
And it's shabby because what I find is, which is really a shame, is that a lot of these big artists nowadays, you can't see them anywhere, which is disheartening. You understand? Because if you're an up and coming artist, it's good. When you go to Jamaica, you can see artists rolling around. You can see Elephant Man and them, and we're in a hotel, we see Beanie Man and the man they're around. You understand? They're about like that. They're more about and into the culture and everything. Yeah. Over here, all these big artists, you don't see them. I'm out all the time, and I always say, where are these guys?
Where's everyone?
Like, where are they? Honestly, where are they? That I don't want to name all the names, but it's if I name, it would be short for me to name the names that I see. Because the ones I don't see, it's literally everyone. You understand? So if anyone who's thinking, who is he talking about?
But that's why they're in that scene. They're in their own scene, bro.
And but this is what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying?
We need our scene, this our community.
We need the whole
we need our thing with all our people in our scene to come and represent, so we can all see and talk and link and say, well, I like what go on, then praise each other and show each other the love.
Linking up in like Napa, beef and all that, like, and you got your brethren there under the sun.
Feelings,
you know how much
bruv. It's vibes.
You know what I mean?
You can't
like,
buy
man's got some mad memories.
Money can't buy them things there, bruv. No matter how much money these people have got, they just I say with some money can't buy the real love and the real vibe, you know. And that's what we need to bring.
Money can buy your plane ticket though.
Yeah, but again, sometimes you're going certain
can buy your plane
places.
ticket.
If you're not going with the right people,
exactly.
You can have 10 plane tickets. You can have 10 planes furthermore, but if you ain't with your right,
you have to be with the right
core people, it don't mean nothing. And again, a lot of these men ain't got the headspace to know that. You understand? To say that when Fonty had the opportunity to go Napa, he said, "No, I'm not moving without my boys. You know, I'm not moving without them." So cool. And you know what? They respected man for that. And next year,
Shelled.
And they you understand, with shells. So something you have to have your backbone. A lot of these men are bending over and selling out, and it's not right. I can't say it's not right. That's wrong. It's not my style, and it ain't gonna be my style. But each man's their own. Well,
I'll say it's not right.
Yeah, well then
bending over is mad.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it going on, and I don't like it. You understand? I don't really rate it at all, because I think to myself, come on, man.
Yeah, so it's like, even like now, obviously, like you said, the originals the other day, it's like only stuff like originals that's really holding on to like liquor scene. Liquor scene. And do you know what I mean?
You have to rate man who's doing that, because man may have the opportunity to fly and go certain places, but it's that man saying, you know what, I have to keep. And again, my dad told me, you know what, don't leave the ghetto. You say, go and do what you're doing, but keep a foot in the ghetto, because you know what, if you go up and you drop, you know, the ghetto will always catch you. But if you leave the ghetto and go and think you're too nice and go Hollywood on them, the ghetto might not take it back.
But it's weird when you look at the rave was keeping the scene going, originals. Look at the name of it.
It's original. Cool.
Look at the name of it.
Exactly.
It's original. The man who know the thing.
The man know the thing. You understand?
Yeah.
That know the raving thing, innit?
They know it's that, and they appreciate it, and it's a love thing, man. But yeah, man, I put it out there just for the artists and whatever. Come and show love, because believe me, your presence is needed and it's wanted, you understand? Let people see you, let people be able to reach you and touch you, so they know it's real. It is possible. Don't let these people suck you off to the side, and your real people can't see you, and your real fans can't see you, and give you the accolade and the love and the respect that you deserve, and you understand? So come back, let's build up our scene, you understand? Let's build up our scene and build up each other, and you understand, work the thing accordingly, you understand, because it's our thing, you understand? We have to take pride and have a bit of, make it precious, you understand?
Yes.
Do you know the next thing I was going to say though, I'll put on the table, it's like, man's been raving for years, you already know, but it's like, when do you stop raving, or do you stop raving? You know what I'm trying to say is that, because you see, like, my mum raved till she dead. You know what I'm saying?
I rate that all the way.
You know what I'm saying? She was on a soca thing or whatever, but she was going out, you get me? She was going out still.
I can't.
I'm saying it's like, do you know what I mean?
I personally can't done with the rave. I'm trying to do a James Brown night. James Brown dancing and sing on stage to his 70 and more, and I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, but what you say, you never stop raving.
Yeah, but I can't. I swear the raving's in my blood, man. And my mum's just saying, my mum's a raver. I went to the house the other day, and she was going out with my auntie, become my auntie Sandra. They're still raving. You understand? And I'm not trying to stop raving. I love it. But again, one of the greatest things in life is know thyself. And be real with yourself. Like, that's why the thing is you have to real the most. It's real, you understand?
Yeah.
It's talking about this Bible saying, know thyself. You understand? And when you're real with yourself, you ask them a question. I'm not stopping raving, because I love raving. It's something that I love, but it's not for everyone. You understand? There's a lot of artists. I sometimes frown on the arts of, so you have arts, you don't even go raving, you're supposed to be going to see.
But back in the day, don't you remember, we used to see so much big people in the raves. Like when you was talking about back them old sounds and that, there was loads of big people like partying.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like, it's kind of like frowned upon and like, do you know what I mean?
It's chopped off. Because again, we're forgetting our culture, and sometimes you have to just go back to the old school. Remember the culture. This is our culture. We like gathering together and being in groups and being around each other. This is how you learn. This is how we learn. This is our form of communication. You understand? This is what we do. You understand? We mustn't forget it. You understand? So there's nothing wrong with that. You understand? Oh, big people raving, you know, and we're grown from when you're Christians and the youths are run up and down and sliding along the floor and the big people there raving, you do house parties and you understand, the music's in your blood from what day you cut, you understand, you know hear the bass line.
With me, I find it's just the raves itself, innit? Because like I used to love raving and all that, but as I get older,
it's not what
it's like
it's
not what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Me,
I do hear that.
I'd rather just go on holiday and rave.
Have
a little party and all that.
Let go different. I hear that.
It's different now, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? As man get older, because you're done.
Yeah, when you're younger.
You get what I'm saying? Remember, man's done too much, innit?
Yeah.
Man's done too much, so it's like, man know, innit? Like, so from man step outside, it's over local. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole extra thing as well, innit?
Yeah, extra headache. Yeah, no, I hear that. I do hear that. And, you know, part of it as well, and nothing's a blame game, but the quality of music.
But raving itself, I need.
But
that's why I will have to go on holiday and shake a leg.
I tell man to time and I put out in the comments, well, we're out every weekend. Even tonight, I'm leaving there. I'm doing 2 gigs tonight.
I'm going home and ease up, man.
Yeah, come out, but you know, I think they'll stop it up.
Man ain't born here, you know. Where I'm from, it's ease up every weekend.
Yeah.
They work Monday to Friday and then they ease up their sort.
That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah, I'm going out later.
Oh,
but my man just does they do like a little local thing in Northwest.
Okay.
She get me vibes.
Okay.
She get me, yes.
That's the name
but
itself.
Come on, I know, you know.
Just the name itself must be a vibe.
Joe, man, come out tonight, you know. You mean what?
Yeah. Come on,
don't run for me, you know, G.
Yeah.
Don't run for me. I love it. I love it. I'm out. I was out till morning. If you go on my WhatsApp thing, you see it late to bed and to rise. All 5 a.m. I'm still putting status up, and then I'm up again, cracking dawn. I love it. I love it.
Our rave scene, I don't think it can be defeated, man. Because even like now, probably their rave scene, what I see as well, it's like the drill and all that. So it's madness.
Plus they rave in there, and they rave in their phone. Like we come from the era where when we went out, we actually partied.
Yeah, of course.
Now when you go out, everybody just like
watching it, and it's
showing the rave to their people, even though I do it as well. I love Snap, but whatever. But do you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? You know, like when you're just taking pictures, and then you're actually taking away from the actual. Do you understand? It's like when people go concerts. Yeah. And they stand there filming it in their phone, looking at the phone, and they're not even looking at the person live again. Do you know what I mean? Like
living in the moment.
Yeah, that's it. They're missing it.
They're missing the actual moment.
Yeah.
Again, their memories is priceless. Like, and again, it's the same with your title, real. It's just being in the
realness.
This is one of my big gripes again. And like, I'm a very personal person. I love that. Like touch and feel like that communication, that passion, you know, you can feel it and you can actually hug someone. Now they're trying to bring all this foolishness about you can't hug
social distancing.
I'm old school, like the
I was gonna say it's because of the era that we come from as well. These lot, they're not like that.
It's all digital and it's like this bite size and this quick thing. It's not, the feeling ain't there. You can't feel. There's no like record. You could feel it, and it was physical tapes. It was something you could hold. Nowadays there ain't no music. Is in your. It's in the air.
Yeah,
you can't even see it. By the time you pull a sleeve out, you know your record.
Yeah.
They don't even know what a magazine is.
Yeah.
All of them things is gone, and it just takes away the feel and the
posters
touch. The actual, the realism of things. Physically being able to hold something and appreciating it, that's gone now. People ain't appreciating the moment in a rave. You understand the actual feel of being in there, the whine of a girl, the bass line in your chest. There's certain little thing. If a sweat drop down from up top, and certain little feels of a rave, it's just missing now. These people are not there. That it's a complete different era. You got to adapt and you move with the times, whatever. But that flavour and that feel
gone.
Yeah, it's gone, and it would be brilliant if it could come back to these people. Appreciate what raving is, being together in a rave, being on edge, like even as bad as it sounds, man,
being on edge,
more up or bottle lick down, or these little things and the culture, and it makes the thing. It is what it is. There's no wrong or right to it, you know. It just makes the thing.
It's not right. If you can't hear some form of clappings.
It's not the, you understand? Because them rave, where you go, them rave then. That's the rave.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone want to be. Everyone want to be where the bad man them is. That's the rave.
Normal.
That is the rave. If anyone who knows what raving knows,
Coliseum.
that's the rave. You understand? That's where you want to be. You understand?
Camden Palais.
All right, these are the places. So, and a lot of these, man, this
like
is why.
You said, chimes from early.
Chimes, exactly. These are the places. These are things that build
man, please.
They build man. They build man up, you understand, differently. And a lot of these artists, and this is why it's everything goes into everything, you know. The artists make good tunes nowadays. It's very what I'm
not going to forget Fridge, don't we?
Fridge, Brixton, Fridge, Mass, Rosina Street, Hackney, and all these places. There's a bag of them. You understand what I've mentioned still? Voodoo Magic. You understand? But this is now how I view it. A lot of these artists, and they're brilliant. The artists, the level of the talent is up through the roof right now. We've leveled up with American, Jamaican, whatever. Lyricists and talent likewise. But creativity, all of that, man, decorating the tunes nice. But what I find, because I'm old school and I'm a rave at heart, I'm born in the rave scene, when you go raving, it gives you a different perspective of hype and enjoyment and vibes. Let's put the word as vibes, you understand? So now these men are making tunes. They haven't been through that. They haven't been raving. They don't know what raving's about. So their tunes, and vibes as they are, they're not vibing. This is what a lot of UK tunes can't play in raves. They're good tunes. You can listen in your car, listen all over the place. But you don't really hear them in raves. Like that. One or two slip through the net, and one or two slip through the net because they hype it and it's a bandoodle thing. But it's not really.
Do you know what I find boring about the raves? I find that every DJ gets on and does the same set, and then it's such a follower mentality. Like back in the day, every DJ from their area would bus artists from their area.
Yes.
Do you understand? So I remember when you said, I remember being in the raves and hearing a tune for the first time. When you go to a club, you just hear what's on the radio, what's popular, or what's the signed people or whatever. And do you understand?
It's cheap.
So that is what's gone as well. So once you've heard him play his set and that, then he's going to come and play the top songs or whatnot. And all of these other tunes are slipping through the net. So where is that place that we go to actually hear the shit that we actually really want to hear? Do you understand what I mean?
I've got to say, yo, brother, so this is, but I've been trying to get all this guy for so long. I'm doing a podcast heavy, but I'm going to shout you back, but please answer, bro, because I just want to write this thing with you real quick, please, yeah?
Answer back, money. Answer back, money. Bye.
So guys. Money. You know, I want to cuss this man. I've been trying to get a man, and man ain't answering. I just texted him this morning. Listen, it's only a 2-minute thing. I'm very big on communication. Communication key. I just put it all in text. Communication key. As I'm sure you know. So if you can't take the call, because you said you're going to come back and you haven't, so that means you're lying. But if you can't take the call, communicate and say, you know what, I can't take any calls. Then at least I know, and I ain't gonna. These things just get you mad. But it's new school and old school things. Old school. As being a man, you have to talk up.
Exactly.
That's what being. I teach my son now. The difference between a boy and a man is a man who can talk to. I can talk to another man. Or my dad is a good example. My dad. Not that I'm scared of my dad anymore, but you're always scared of your dad to an extent. But when you become a man, you're no longer scared. You
to
speak
talk
as a man.
Exactly.
And yes, accept it as a man. I'm a man. You're a man. Now you know what you do as a man. I know what I do as a man. So I can talk to you as a man now, Dad, and say my thing. You can say, "I'll pick up the K can over there." No, Dad, I can't. I've got to go out there. I've got something else to go and do.
Totally
or I'm going to pick up this fruit lunch K over there. So you pick up that one day. It's going to have to wait until something else. But as a man, now I can talk. I don't have to be rude, but I can say my thing as a man. And this is what being a man's about. This is a lot of what the scene is missing now. Men are not being men. They're doing this little cowboy thing.
Yeah, now men are being pussy still. But boom now, raving was much better back in the day. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Don't know what's going on now, but you get what I'm saying? But if you see me out there, then you don't know. You don't know. No, I'm joking. You get what I'm saying? Up like, yo, you get me?
So, I'm going to draw you out, Cuddy. I'm going to draw you out.
We'll buy up everything. Everything up.
Buy up everything. Besides King, we're doing, man. We're drawing you out of a rave still, you know.
Come on.
Right now, the thing's free up again. The man said
exactly. Come on now, man.
Good memories, man.
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah, if I fly out and meet some more still.
Come on, man, the memories can't done, brother. We still have to bring it back. It can't done. We have to bring back the thing.
Bring back the vibes, basically.
Bring back the vibes.
The vibes is missing, the
artists, them make some tunes what can play in the rave. When you make them, give me the gems now. When you're making your tunes, make tunes with the headspace that you can play in rave and bust, dance and hype. You understand? Like them man, the popcorn and these man here. You understand? Man, have to start make some tunes what can, do the thing like that in a rave, me.
Simple. Current affairs.
All right, current affairs. Well, this should be a good one for you to speak on.
Yeah.
Chip and Stormzy and Dave. Santan Dave.
Love
Clashings.
them current affairs. Yo,
Clashings.
you know, the real most show, you know. Tell some boy. Oh,
Clashings.
Oh.
Because we've spoken about it before, like, you know, the first time when Chip, you know, when Stormzy, you know, turned up at his place or whatever. Do you understand? Like, we spoke about it and how, you know, both of their pen games is crazy.
Yes.
Chip's response time is kind of unbeatable.
You can't
like,
chat
who's
to
responding quicker than Chip? Do
you
know what I
can't
mean?
chat to Chippy
and
right now.
Santan Dave, for a new tenor, I think he's very lyrical. He's hard.
Very hard.
This one's like, do you get me?
None of them can't chat to Chip right now, you know. None of them can't chat to him at all. I put that on my life right now. Chip is too wild for them.
Do you know what it is? See, like, if we're looking at the craft here, can't chat to Chip.
No.
Can't chat to Chip. If you're looking at, like, money and all that, but you know what? See that Stormzy and Dave, that's a rhythm, you know.
Yeah.
That's
no.
big tune.
Stormzy and Dave are crazy.
That's a big
tune.
No, that's an extremely
They're
big
crazy.
tune.
They're coming good
like
with
Rolex,
the visuals, everything, with the APs and all of that.
More than one,
they went in.
they're going mad. Like that video, they're going mad.
I feel like
they're like the jack. They're going mad. The jacket, see the blue thing that Dave's got.
They go mad.
How could it like they're going mad?
I think
they're going mad. So, all right, craft wise, safe. Chip came back within 24 hours, spun them. But what am I gonna more play? Driving. Am I gonna play Chip going mad at them? Or am I gonna play Rolexes?
But I don't think. But it depends on what you're looking at it in. Like, I don't think Chip was even doing it as a tune, like a banger. He's actually responding through music.
Yes,
do you understand?
Them straight.
What I like about Chip is he will dish you in every style of it as well. Like he'll deliver this, but Stormzy's one's kind of in the same way, kind of delivered, kind of. Do you get me?
Yeah. Stormzy's doing a cool Sly boy thing.
Because he was on a feature in it as well. Like, he didn't really come out on his own tune.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's making his money in it.
Yeah, he's making.
Quickly, boom, bailiff. Like he's going mad. Quickly, come true. He's getting paid.
Do you know what it looks like to me? It looks like Chip's coming from a personal, emotional place, and Stormzy
I don't even think Chip's coming from a person. Chip's just an art.
But
Chip,
he's
Chip
uploading.
is coming from the old school era. He's a class. Like you can't chat to Chip. He'll go and he'll do that right now.
Yeah, no. I know that he can do it. I'm saying like
but he don't. Old school MCs or whatever. They don't know how to even take all of that. Like what you've said, my name, or you've said something mad.
That means this.
But I'm old school. That's how I look at it like that as well.
Oh yes,
and he's.
That's why when my girls took my lyrics, I instantly, within like 24 hours, wig snatch. Period. That's how I feel. And then she obviously didn't want to respond. All that rubbish.
And that's it's a bit disheartening sometimes when the artists don't respond. Again, but it's to do with pride and it's to do with fear. They don't want to lose their stripes in a way, and that's what it is with the artists. And it's understandable, you understand?
Because a lot of people end up lose their stripes.
They don't want to.
With a freeway Cassidy.
Yeah, of course, Cassidy.
Put a beat on. But Chip was like, he posted. That was
like a dickhead.
He should have just
put a beat on.
Should have just took the L and charged it to the girl.
Ashley done one like that as well, you know. Big up Ashley. Ashley done a wicked one like that, you know. And wicked, Ashley. Yeah,
what did Ashley deal with?
You know, one of them open mic ones where the freestyle battle rappers, yeah? He went into, and like, he was a judge. He was a judge in one of them. And them man, that's their craft, you know, them man head top.
Yeah.
That's their thing. You're in the arena.
Yeah.
And like, say the thing's go on and he's judging the thing, you know, and so them time the man are gone, you know. You don't even need to entertain it. And he's like, well, I'll battle anyone in there, I'll tear up anyone in there, you know. You're the judge, man, you know, this is cool. On. And you're in the arena with bare piranhas, you know, this is their thing. And the man say, yo, what you mean? And he's like, let's all right, come, freestyle. And actually, try little thing and it just crumbles and the man yam him and they said I should have just said, alright, cool, brother, easy, you know. I should
try finish.
I try again and it's
just to come back.
No, and don't connect. It's like you know, man, just forgetting his lyrics and it's just some stutter thing. And the man just collects his food, boom, boom. Like it's highly embarrassing. On the internet, you have to go and search it on the internet. We got Ashley because again, it's love and there ain't no big thing. Ashley doing big things.
Come on.
Sir, it don't
that
mean
one time there.
But you can win some, you can lose some at the end of the day, you know. Like that's what it is.
It ain't nothing.
Get me?
Music is a vibes. You collect your L and cool. And yes, and next time.
I remember my first Westwoods when I said I fucked up my Westwood session because it never come out, innit? But I was with iRecords, but I went there, me, Don Strapsy, and I think Young Mad B, yeah? And we was going and whatever. But I kept fucking up my lyrics, innit? But Strapsy's going mad. Like Strapsy, he's like, I've worked with bare people, but he's sick, yeah? But he's this guy, mad, even Mad B is not fucking up his thing, but I just kept fucking up. So yeah, that couldn't come out still.
Pressure,
like,
So
but that's what I'm saying, that was like SD moment.
Pressure!
But it's like, once I'm even fucking up, and he's even going mad now again.
He's making it even worse.
I can't even believe you're going mad.
Yeah, it's making it harder for you again. Yeah, of course.
Have you ever had one of them moments where you go on the mic and you can't really remember, or you know that won't happen to you?
Not really. Yeah, I'm more. And I can freestyle with all my head top man as well. Yes, and. You know what is, again, I'll give you secrets to the artist because there's not no secrets. It's like letting yourself go. As an artist, letting yourself go. So that's when I see you out in the headphones party. I never dreamed of seeing you and saying to you come studio. You know? But that's the vibes. I'm in the vibe. Well, Angel's there, all of us are there. Studio ain't far from here. Let's go studio now, middle of the morning from a headphone party and make some music and vibes. That's what it is. I'm a vibe myself.
And what you create in that moment, you know, is different to something else.
It's not fabricated. And this is, we got to let us go. If as artists, that's the beautiful, purest thing. Half these artists, and this is why they go up there with an ego and a bravado, and it crumbles because you're not letting yourself go. You're not being in the moment and letting it be a natural flow. You understand? So this is how these men get their food yam. Stormzy, same thing. You're not in yourself at the moment. Yeah, you can do it, and you're great at it. No discredit to you, but you're not in it. And there's a difference. When you know the thing properly, you can see who's in it and who's not in it. But they're there and they're good. And to the untrained eye, you're brilliant. Not taking away nothing from none of these artists because they're brilliant nowadays. But I can see who's in it and who's in it now, in it in the moment, and who's a man say, come studio.
Battle rap, battling Chip Cut, and none of them can chat to Chip. None of them can chat to Chip.
Not an inch.
That tune is a big tune.
It's a big tune, and it's you know what it is. It's got the gloss. Them man there got all the gloss and all the jackets and all the watches and all that. And we
because
love it.
he was saying that he made a post saying that Dave's manager, I think, is his old team, and they're his old team members when he was at the height of his game. So they've got a lot of leverage as well, to make their thing look a certain way against Chipper. Do you know what I mean? So it's
shabby.
And that's what happens with like when artists are on like a bigger platform than you. Do you understand what I mean?
And that's why I take up with Chip on that, because this artist scene is all fabrication. It's a naughty, nasty, dirty scene with a lot of scoundrels in it. You understand? Who are doing some misconduct. You understand? And they're taking people for idiots and abusing them, and it's been going on from God knows how long. So again, as people, our own people, we need to stamp this out and build up our own thing so that people are not abusing us and our children in this monopoly what these scoundrels are dealing with. You understand? And the chipmunk, you understand? He's waking up, and now a lot of these men, Wiley, yes, I respect you and I rate what you're doing. Now you're doing that because you was with these boys before, and you was up with them and partying with them hard, and when man was trying to hold you weren't interested.
Listen, I was going to say, one thing I will say about them though is, it's all good, you know what they're about, it's all good when you're with them, but when they turn on you, now you're ready to highlight. And do you understand what I mean?
And you know what, respect you to the man, because everyone learns at different times, you understand? So there's nothing wrong with that, and I respect that man are learning, and now man is talking out and saying certain things, because you're still doing it now. Why are you doing the same? These men have, they abused you. Let's put it to words that actually fit. You understand? Because it's good to use fitting words. These people abused you, and after you couldn't take the abuse anymore, you left, and now you come back home, and you let the people embracing you again, because you're doing your little lives up and down the place, and with your portable stereo.
So what do you feel about like speaking out? Spray, you as well. Like, would you think it's good if when these things happen in the industry? And like you reckon, like, you know, like as an artist, for example, you've put in dues, just like say Chipmunk, he's been here for years, he's put in his work or whatever, and he feels hard done by the industry. Like a lot of them say like it's a bad thing, you know, like when you talk out, you know, like you're meant to keep it to yourself, it's all meant to be behind the scenes, like, but you said that you're meant to change that. But normally when you change something is when you speak out against it.
Yeah.
What do you think is the right way to do it?
A lot of these people are scared, and this goes back to you, Zot's podcast, and the name, Know Thyself, which is also means really the most. It's the same, two of the same. Know thyself, you understand? You're supposed to know when to talk out. You man are collecting a bare abuse and you weren't saying nothing. Good that you're talking out now, you understand? But the best thing is, let us birds with a feather flock together. Let us build up our own thing and understand each other. Then you're not going to have to take the abuse, and then you don't really going to have to start talking out and saying certain things if that's not you. If it is you, then please enlighten the next set of people, because before they go and get the same abuse, you understand, and no one don't know, and the abuse is just running blind and no one don't know nothing, you understand? So we need to make a stand and talk out and put these things right, because like I said, these people don't know our spirit. There's jinners in it over money, and people are running with the money, and where they're running with the money, they're forgetting their essence. We are a certain people, we're a certain nature, we've got a certain essence to us. We can't forget and lose our essence, and people are doing it whatever, but they're gonna have to come back home. I.e. the Wileys. Just remember Chipmunk, you was running with them, and it's good that Chipmunk's talking and saying that these people, they're people, you understand, because you was running with all these people before, you understand?
No, but to me, if you ask me, they don't really owe him any loyalties. There wasn't his manager. There wasn't. I don't, like, you can't come into the industry and expect nothing different. And expect nothing different.
You're right.
No, but you get what I'm trying to say, you can't expect nothing
you're
different.
Right, you're right.
Bruv,
You're
see all these people that have come around and all that. Do you think I thought, like, you're going to be, or you won't betray
yourself.
me, or I've been in the streets and like, I'm not thinking,
that's the only difference.
That's just how it goes,
that's
isn't it? If I see a manager with a next player, I'm not thinking nothing, man.
Yeah, because man can't come and suck you off to the side. You knew your thing from, you knew yourself, you knew what you was about. You understand? I've kept myself in, as much as I've gone under,
they're doing what they need to do in it as managers to keep themselves relevant or whatever. And that's their food.
They know themselves.
That's their food, innit?
So you can't be mad at them.
You're gonna be with your food, innit?
But this is this again, and everyone on the TV know this one. Know thyself. Understand you. Take time to learn yourself. Meditate. Understand yourself. What you actually like and what you don't like. Who you've been around. What you like. People need to understand
like you said, these people are treacherous. These people are horrible.
They are
horrible people.
They're nasty people.
Man don't come in the industry thinking, this one's my friend, that one's my friend, that one's my friend. I'm coming in the industry thinking I'm a bad boy, like a chief.
But you know, yes, and that's what cuts you from cuts you.
You know them ones there.
You know yourself. You understand? And this is the thing. Man, again, no disrespect. A lot of these men, and they're artists.
Yeah.
Now, artists, there's a few people. Myself, I'm borderline. Yeah. there's like yourself, and there's a few other people who have got artistic talent and are very good at artists, but also are bad boys, rude boy business. But it's few and far between. The majority, to be an artist, you're very creative. That means you're with the arts and you're loving, and you're not a rude boy. And much as a lot of the artists portray rude boy things, they're telling their brethren stories. Them themselves, they're, to be real honest with yourself, they're lovely people. Majority, 95% are lovely people. They're nice people, and you have to be artists and to be free and to go on your mic and express yourself and do. You're in a certain way. There's the 5% of artists who are the bad boys, but it's confused, and a lot of them are confusing themselves with their friends' stories and pretending they are certain things. But then you get misled, you get sucked off up the garden path road with these funny people. Then you have to come all the way back down. Certain men who know themselves, that ain't happening to them. Because it's like, I'm not doing that, or I'm not taking this picture, or I'm not going there because I know what it implies, the implications of that. Me being there at that particular time does not suit me or what I've done or what I'm about to do or what I could do. So I can't put myself there. I know myself. And these men have to know themselves first. You are, it's your good lyricist. You're not that. You understand? But Chipmunk, I rate him because he puts out in his music, I'm not that, I'm that. I'll pen you down all day long. It's not, I'm gonna fight you or shoot you or I'm gonna pen you down. You understand? But a lot of them ain't got to that level. I rate him. Wiley, I rate you. Wiley's come back round solid. You've come back with this village mentality because you realise their man was never for you. You was a boy in their little thing. You weren't in there.
Do you think he should respond to them again or
who?
Chip?
Yeah, shell them.
Shell them.
Shell them. What do you mean? It's music. Shell them continuously. Why not?
I don't even think you need to ask. I think he'll just do that.
Shell them all day long. Why not? You understand? It's music, and you understand? You man are artists. You man are saying you're paying top man, and you're the top mans. So if this is the case, if you are the top mans, then lick back 2 shots as well. And make the thing one thing with me, and they're gonna get it. But I'm not on a clash thing or whatever like that. But I talk up and I'm a vibing because when I come back innocent, I shake up. I'm a shaker. I'm a shaker, mate. I come and shake up the things. And man do know the legacy, who knows, wow. When I'm back, I'll shake, I'll talk certain things and I'm topical. You understand? I like that. It's what? Why not? It's entertainment. Everyone, this is the entertainment industry. You understand? So what? It's supposed to entertain, innit? So he's entertaining us all right now. You gotta give Shipper his ratings. Stormzy, you ain't entertaining us, bro. You understand? Come on, pull your finger out. Dave, come on. Wiley's drawing you out.
What do you even think about that? Like, Dave, how guilty is Dave?
Guilty.
For letting him. How guilty is he for letting a man come on
Guilty as charged.
Let the man come on the track.
He kinda.
You're playing the game.
Yeah.
Don't, bro. We know. Yeah. Ignorance don't stand up in court.
You can't
say I never knew. You can't play that I never knew card. That don't work. You knew.
It's your tune. You had to get it mixed.
Exactly.
You had to get it mixed down.
You had to get it mixed down.
Don't play. You know they taking no
yeah, come on. Yeah, when they're looking to see the disc, they have to type in Dave's name in there.
Of course, you're in it. You're in it.
And he called it Clash.
That's what I'm saying.
You're mocking the
Mind
thing.
games.
You're mocking the thing. You're mocking the thing. You know what you're doing. There ain't no excuse. You understand? You're guilty as charged. So you know what? Hold it, whatever you have to hold. You understand?
Yeah, now chick, give them some gunshot.
Give them licks.
Quick.
But Dave obviously wants in. Do you get me? Well, why would he do it? Why would he do it?
Yeah, well, how long is he going to take to respond?
He's just getting his money, I think.
Them man are they're in a different zone. They're in a different zone.
Like I said, yeah.
These
if we're
people,
talking
they
about
like
tracks,
to do a lot.
Tunes,
they
made a tune that's going to make them money.
Yeah, they like to do disruptive marketing and that. Do you get me?
It's going to make them money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one, and it's important to as well analyse it as well because it's a thing. It borderlines on what I was saying a bit. Them Chipmunk, he's one of the greatest, and I give him his flowers and his accolade. You can't touch him right now. I don't business you and whoever, but you see when it comes to songs. Songs are a different thing, you know. There's artists and there's a lot of artists. Me, I'm never. Most of these people, no lay in the back of us. They can tie me up with lyrics, left me for dead. They can tie me up, string me up, you understand, all day. I put yourself this on the camera. You understand? couldn't care less. But you see, when it comes to vibes and tunes and songs, it's a different thing, you understand? So it's like, you understand, there's two sides. Yes, Chip, Wiki, you can shell them under, but also songs. We want some songs, some hooks and things like that.
That's why people have songwriters. You don't like to actually make songs because you've got the lyrics, you've got the words, but you don't. I like maybe know how to arrange them into like a hit song. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's important. We need in our culture. We need
more production is needed.
Yeah, we need songs. We need hit songs that can be playing in raves and the classics that can go on. Because lyrics is lyrics, man. Forget, and that's why I've been lyrics, but. Lyrics, I've never really owned in on lyrics because lyrics go over people's heads certain time. You have so much lyrics. And to people.
What time is the beat anyway, man?
The beat and the hook is the thing first, and then your verses. Your verses after that. Big up Sweet P because he's gonna bust in the world, you know. So Sweet P the hooks, man. The man that makes songs for fun, you know. Big up Sweet P.
Big him out.
Yeah, man. Because when it comes to hooks and tunes and everything, there, man, gonna sprinkle on them. And we're coming anyway, man. As much as I love to talk the thing, but you got to back it up with substance and tunes. And this is what I'm saying. Chipmunk, even the Chipmunk, I ain't gonna sing to some of them other ones because they're a bit shaky with the thing. But Chip, come and link, man, and make some tunes and as well, man. Because this is what it's about. You're gonna bring something to the table.
But Chippy had a lot of hits as well, though. You know, from before as well, though. He did have a couple tunes that I did like. He did a couple stuff.
Yes and no, I don't. Nah, I can't even. No, I'm not even going to give it. See, I have to be real. I can't over-give it.
That one with Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, though.
Chris Brown, you know the one he had licked down, Mavado, he had the one with Mavado, and against the hook. On the, I can't lie, his verses are bad on it, but look, clean everything.
I like that one he did with Red Rat as well. That was
the Red Rat. He had a couple of little things. I can't listen, not at all, I can't, but
I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean.
And
still.
also, the thing is, well, with certain of them things, it's the label and the ambience and the hype at the time as well, which is making a thing sell off even more, you understand? So it's all that, it's bare elements to it.
Enough elements.
As well. But you know what, Chip, I can't praise him enough right now. Yeah. You understand? I rate him. Even down to Stormzy. Not my cup of tea, my flavour of the month, but I rate them because it's talented. Dave, talented down to the T. Yeah. Even down to Skeppy, talented. You understand? Like,
I think Dave is like my son's favourite rapper.
You, Skepta?
No, Dave.
Oh, like, Dave, your favourite?
No, my son's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know he's like, Dave is hard, Dave is hard.
Wicked,
but I know like a lot of the younger ones like really think he's good.
It's hard still. The next current affair, see the Euros and all that. Like, you see, like, with the black footballers missed all penalties. Like, but the previous rounds and all that, they were like the heroes, they were getting celebrated and all that.
Listen, my thing, and this is very, and I don't even like to be rigid on certain things, but it was rigid from the beginning. I barely watch any of that Euro football. And I'm just going to put it out there, and it's no wrong or right with things because we're supposed to be able to talk as people and accept and say things and the truth to us. We live in a very racist country. The country's built on racism, and it's not changed. Under 100 years ago, black people couldn't even walk and talk and go to school and read and do certain things. This is facts. This is not me that said it. It's just what it is. It's what you understand. So this is what we're dealing with and what we're faced with. Now, these black men are playing for the country that's racist and whatever. So you got us in a way say, what do you expect? It's not long ago you couldn't even get on buses and you couldn't even drink from certain taps or certain. This is the reality of the situation. Yes, things are changing, it's easing up, but it hasn't changed. The country's still very racist. You understand? It is what it is. People have to learn to accept it. Now, these black players have got the opportunity to go and play for Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and all these other places. You choose to play for England, it's a racist country, and you get abused with it. Cool, there's no wrong or right. You was getting abused. Racism was there long before this Euros. In football, they've been trying to say stamp out racism. How can you say stamp out racism in football for over 20 odd years from when I was a youngster? And Barnes was throwing monkey bananas on the pitch.
Yeah, it's mad.
How long does it take to stamp out racism in football? Like, really?
With me, it's a stupid campaign anyway. You know, like stamping out racism in football. how about stamping out racism full stop?
Cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, like stamping out racism in football, like it doesn't
really
matter if they're not racist at the ground and then they go back and be racist.
So you're saying that's okay, and the Prime Minister of the country is allowing and supporting people, booing people who are trying to stand up against racism. The Prime Minister of the country is endorsing man's booing the people who are trying to stand up against. So this goes to show you that really, they're not trying to stop racism. So it is what it's again. You just got to accept it and be robust. This is a racist country.
I thought it was a perfect example of what it has been all along, and that we're all good to them when we can do things for them. Yeah. And the moment that we're no good to them, do you understand? You hear the true things coming out.
And it's cheeky.
Do you get me?
It's good for,
because if they had scored them goals, it would have been a complete different thing.
But it just
so what, you lot been faking it all along then? Do you understand what I'm saying? What are we doing?
The real topic of it is know thyself.
Exactly.
We know ourselves.
Yeah.
You know yourself. So this is who you are.
And I'm glad Italy won now.
But you know
because
what?
at least we showed up the things then. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I was pissed at first. You get me, car. Obviously, you see, man, Liverpool. Yeah. Never walk alone.
I rep them myself, but
I was waiting for England to win.
Too
but
hard anymore.
To be honest, blood. Even when I see them shit penalties, like I thought they should get rushed in the showers. Yeah, them black bastards. Yeah.
Well, you talk no, but listen. Do you remember the last?
They should get rushed in the showers. Them penalties was shit. Yeah,
they were. They
were shit. They were shit. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, so I thought, these fucking. I was mad. Yeah, but then like. When I woke up and I saw all the racist team,
but the thing
immediately I changed.
Yeah, you made me realise. Yeah,
I changed. I thought, oh my gosh, so I was going mad.
Yeah, exactly.
They snapped me out of any madness or England or
really see.
Made me realise I'm not even English.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because the thing about it is at the end of the day,
I'm Dominican.
Everybody's allowed to boo at them missing. Because they've come there with a job to do, innit? We want you to win. You're playing for the country, innit? Yeah. You lot make loads of money and perform, innit? No one's not saying that, but they did what they have to do. But where all this racism comes in, I don't like it. Remember the last time England done that? Remember the other guy that missed it? What's his name? Because I'm not a football girl. He's a manager of some... I remember watching that match. I remember when the road was empty. And I remember he needed therapy after that. Yeah, that's true. And they gave him a hard time after that. Yeah, but now he's a manager.
That's right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, come on now.
But we just got to take everything into perspective. Yeah, they lost in the final to the best team of the tournament.
Right. Exactly.
Like, they're not better than Italy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It
and that's what you have to remember. They
played well with it. They done good.
Yeah,
they got to the final. They done good.
Than them in the final. Italy played better. The best team
I don't think they played better though like that.
The first half England didn't play good, but the second, you know what, the percentage of possession, all of that, really and truly, England didn't deserve to win. If they had won that game, they didn't actually, to my personal opinion, they didn't deserve to win that game. The black man, you know what, Sterling, you had the opportunity to play for Jamaica and all these places. You could have. This is sometimes
they need to play for their own country, because I bet the best players on the team, none of them are from England though.
That's what they were saying. If England, they worked out and they said it's bare mix up foreign in England anyway.
Exactly.
Remember England, what they've done, and again, this is history facts. So I'm just repeating what's in history. We all went to school and learned history. England,
but man might rather play for England than Trinidad
because of money and the same thing. Why the artists are running with certain people, because they've not got any. I can't say they haven't got any backbone. I don't want to be rude. It's again like I'm this different. I ride with my people and I want to build up my people and we build. You understand? Go to the small teams, be a big fish, build up your team, just build up small teams and become great. Because remember, this is what this Great Britain, because they were going around, and this is facts, England going round to everyone else's places, raping and pillaging. This is what England's built off. Going to everyone, stealing their jewels, raping their women, stealing their crops, and bringing it back to England, and then calling themselves Great Britain. This is what you're robbers. Really, and again, there's no wrong or right to it. It's facts. It's in the books. It's not me saying it. This is what you've built the country on, and everyone knows it. You've got the museums. You've got everyone's artifacts in the museums. Countries are asking for their stuff back, and you're not giving it back to them. That means you're strong arming it. You're still using this old bully boy tactics.
I'll be honest.
This is England.
When man asks for their food back, they're not getting that back.
Well then, and this is why you know this is why you're saying what it is. And this
but you get what I'm trying to say. So,
and it's what they're doing.
You've got to check the thing, innit?
And this is why our thing is now, you know what, we need to strengthen ourselves up and realise, you know what, this is what it is. These people are not nice people. You understand? So if we're, in order for the things to change, it's not like, oh, can I have a bit? Can I take 2 Georgia spliff? You understand? It's one of okay. Let me. You understand? This it's my things. If we're gonna look at it, what it is. This is what it is. You understand? So everyone has to take the analogies out of the thing and work out what they need to
understand where you are as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Understand where you are. We're not like, to me, I'm not born there, innit? So it's like, I can look at things.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not my place, it's their place.
Yeah, exactly. We've got British passports. We are British citizens. We are not English. We can't be English. You understand? This is why, and it's cheeky, but it is what it is, and it's real. You understand? And I get in the counter argument. These people, a lot of them say, well, not a lot of them, there's a talk, they say, go back to your own country, and all this Africa talking. Remember, it's been going from where we was kids, you know. Go back to Africa, and go back there, and go back to there. Okay, we'll go back there. Give us our belongings and excess. Give us the interest on it, and we'll gladly go back.
Excess.
You understand? Give us the excess as well, because there's interest on it, all this now. You understand? And we'll gladly go back, because this is where all the resources are there anyway. What are you doing over there?
Just pay for flats, man.
Anyway, it's love.
Yeah, it's to be expected. I'm not surprised, but I saw a couple of things about, like, you know, they were going around looking for niggas or whatever, but no one came. No one came. It was a hoax. You get me? But
stepping out to fighting, man. We know the thing, man.
Like the younger generation, we're good, man. We're cool, man.
Exactly. We've grown on a different level, but the old school thing, and that's what it needs to rub out. And all it is understanding our differences and appreciating and respecting each other's differences. That's what I would say. I'm a lover of all people, but you know what? I'm black first and foremost. First, charity starts at home. White man will tell you that. Indian man, Chinese man will tell you that. Everyone else deals with their self first, and no one has a problem with it. But black people, the only people that ain't dealing with ourselves first. You understand? That's the only thing. What my little gripe is, we have to love ourselves and put ourselves first, because nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Everyone else does it. You understand? No one ain't got no problem with it. You understand? I'm building a record label, Bush Recordings. I put out there the UK's #1 independent black record label, and I use the word black because I'm black and I'm not itching with it. You understand? And there's nothing wrong with it. You go Chinatown, they call it in Chinatown. No one ever batted an eyelid.
Exactly.
You understand? No one batted an eyelid with that. You understand? But you call yourself black, and it's like, oh, as black people, it's, even if we go on the bus, black. We don't want to say black. You understand? You know that feeling you get certain time where your bird might be saying something and it's like you think it's too loud, man, saying black, and you get a little thing like, no, we're black and we're proud.
Period.
Yeah, from morning.
Of course.
Period.
But yeah, man, big up the footballer them though.
No, we rate you, man.
Big up the footballer.
We rate you. We rate you, and the younger ones coming up. Be wise with it. My son's trying to be a footballer, and I said before the England match started, and I said me and him was bantering because I said I'm supporting Italy that game, and he said he's supporting England. I said England, and we started laughing, and me and him was bantering. I said, you know what? He said, I've got to support England because when I grow up, I want to be a footballer and I want to play for England. I said, okay, cool, but you know what? You can go and play for his parents. I said, you can go and play for Dominica and these places.
Dominica,
and me and him had a reason. Yeah, it's my from Dominica. Me and him had a reason about that. You understand? And it's all love. It is all love. We're all different. We need to love each other for our differences. You understand? That's what I will say.
Definitely, we definitely do. Because my son was saying Italy, and we were saying England. I was like, "Why are you saying Italy and you live in England? Like, do you get me?"
Yeah,
and he was like, "So, like, not so," but he had his views. But I take it all back after hearing how they went on and all of that.
Love,
you know what I mean?
No, it's love, man. It's love, man.
At the end of the day, with me, it's like they don't pay man's bills anyway, so it's whatever.
Exactly.
You get me?
Exactly.
Not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lose. Yeah, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Like it's like I was pissed off, then I woke up and you know what I mean?
It's
just went and done what I needed to do.
Man, I forget on with it, man.
But every episode we have a dilemma as well. Yeah, this episode is their RTM podcast show. I recently started seeing my best friend's sister, and he has no idea what's going on, and I kind of really like his sister. I know he wouldn't approve because she's much younger than me, and the fact that it's his sister is bad enough. The other night, we were all at his house chilling, and he asks his sister where her boyfriend that she banged round the other day is. I felt so stupid. I want to tell my friend but feel embarrassed because his sister obviously doesn't take me seriously and I shouldn't have been talking to her anyway. What do you think I should do?
Disrespect. Big disrespect. Big disrespect. Know thyself. Big disrespect. Big disrespect.
When you say he needs to do something to himself. He needs to do something to himself.
Man.
Yeah.
Big disrespect. Big disrespect. Big disrespect. Disrespect himself first and foremost.
Man's asking what should I do, you know?
Yeah. Big disrespect first. These things hurt me, you know. I'm a feelings man, you know. These things hurt me, man. I can't lie. I'm an emotional person in that respect, and that's disrespectful.
The man's sister.
First and foremost, know thyself.
Yeah.
You're disrespecting yourself first and foremost. It's a disrespect. You're a liar. You're a liar to yourself.
Yeah.
You're a liar to yourself.
First,
It's very bad.
Yeah.
It's very, very bad. You understand?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's very bad. It's very, very bad. You
It's
understand?
10 times worse now.
Trust me, Bob. It's very bad.
Tell him what's going on. Tell him what he should do.
It's very bad.
Tell him
I
what
don't know
he should
what
do.
you
'Cause
should
it's very
do.
bad.
That's
Good,
bad.
listen.
Know thyself.
Listen.
I don't know, like, yeah, no, that's I don't think that's bad.
It's
Like, yeah,
It's cheeky.
yeah.
It's cheeky.
And the thing is, yeah.
It's cheeky.
That one's
That
a
ain't
sticky
your
one,
friend.
you know. Nah.
You can't call him your friend. You're taking a piss.
And that's his little sister.
You're taking
so you
a
know what
piss.
guys
No,
are
but
like
really,
over there. Huh?
Then you need to just tell my man so my man can just stay far from you.
Well, but that, you know, that's the
You get what I'm
first
saying? Yeah,
thing.
tell my man.
You need to be honest with yourself and honest
tell
with
your
your friends.
brethren
Straight
so he can just
away.
know
Deal the
how you are.
Exactly.
and
No,
move
you're
far.
shaky.
You get what I'm saying?
The
And move
sister's
far.
just as bad. I
Yeah.
won't say
Yeah,
the sister
yeah,
because
she is.
the
But man,
sister's
bear in
just
mind
as
she's
bad.
young.
She's young, so you give her a little, but she's over. We assume she's over 18.
Yeah.
She's got your faculties about you. You're
Yeah.
taking a piss. You're
Yeah.
taking a piss out of your big brother. You're
I think
disrespecting
so
the
too.
household. It's a complete disrespect.
Yeah,
Bro,
There's
trust me, it's nasty.
Yeah.
You're disrespecting
Yeah.
the household.
Yeah.
You understand? This, we've got to get our shit together.
together.
You understand? The brethren, you're taking a piss. First and foremost, you should have told your friend, you know what, I like you said, you're perpetuating, you're from your dinner with it.
He's outraged. Yeah.
No, bro, I don't, these things, I don't like them, and I take them very seriously. Like, these are disrespectful things.
I feel like giving you his app, fam.
Yeah.
These are very bad. No, I said,
feel like
I'll tell man to
you
this.
act.
I'm an outspoken person in that. I don't respect none of that at all. Speak up, be a man, be honest. If you are calling him your friend, even if he's not your friend, you have some manners, have some respect. What's going on there? Like, come on.
Yeah, because there's a lot of levels to that as well. Like,
disrespect. And you're in his house.
Yeah.
You're going to his
You
house.
definitely didn't rate your friend.
You don't rate him.
Definitely.
And you still don't
And
rate
then you
him.
took advantage of his little
Of his
sister.
little sister. You're
Do you get what
smashing
I'm
the sister
saying?
in his house,
Yeah.
and he's asking questions, and you're
So
there.
you're just laughing
you're
at the whole thing, manipulating
exactly, and
everything.
you're pretending you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
When your heart told you what to do long time ago. So you're a liar. Oh man, that's
Hey,
It's
mad for the issue.
They're taking a piss.
In it.
Alright, so just tell your brethren and just,
Done it right there.
Yeah.
Done it right there, man. And stop the playing and procrastinating and all the
Yeah.
foolishness.
and cut it off with
Trust
the
me,
sister
bro.
as well.
You know what? Again, it's progressive. You know, because if you've got any slow into yourself and you do like this, because again, I'm taking it on face value. You said you do like this stuff, so be a man about it and talk the thing out, communicate. That's how you heard me
The
say on the
sister
phone.
don't like him.
Communicate.
The sister's got a boyfriend, fam. He said he said he was at the boyfriend's house. He said he was at the bridge's house, and the bridges said to the sister,
see.
I thought he snuck him in. I thought it was him in the room.
brother don't realise it's him.
Yeah, there's
But the brother's saying to the sister, like, where's your boyfriend that came the other day? So now he's feeling like an idiot. Because he's thinking, like, I've been dealing with his sister, but
it's coming.
there's a boyfriend, and he likes his sister.
Yeah,
and
shame, he's embarrassed. Yeah, I get it.
he's a madman. You get what I'm saying? He's a madman.
Let the thing spiral out of control.
Yeah.
His
feelings is all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Like,
This is why you've got to be honest. And there's a time, there's a time to be honest. But the longer we've all been there, when you've got to say something, the longer you leave it, the harder it becomes. You understand? So you just got to put things right and be honest and speak up. That's becoming a man. No disrespect to you, I don't think, but it's boy business you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's boy things, and boy things get everything into trouble and the bare mix up, and this is why a lot of problems start, because it's over boy business. Be a man. And talk up and say what you got to say and accept the consequences. Take the consequences.
Yeah. Accountability.
Yeah.
He's a
There's
pusher.
always a price to pay.
He's a pusher. Stop. Bust the book, please.
There's a price to pay. My mum told me from the beginning. There's always a price to pay.
Trust.
Yeah, there's a price to pay for that stuff.
Yeah, there is. It's not a nice one.
Every episode, we give them a book to go and read as well. This episode is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki.
Yeah, man, wicked book. I've read that.
Very good book, me too.
What the rich teach their kids about money that the poor and middle class do not.
Don't, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, brilliant book.
You've read it, yeah?
I've read that book already, yeah.
The synopsis explodes the number one personal finance book of all time. Explodes the myth that you need to earn high income to become rich, especially in a world where technology, robots, and a global economy are changing the rules. Teaches why acquiring and building assets can be more important to your future than a big paycheck, and the tax advantages investors and business owners enjoy. Challenges the belief that your house is an asset, as millions of people learned firsthand when the housing bubble burst and the subprime mortgage fiasco raged. Reminds us why we can't count on the school system to teach our kids about money, and why this critical life skill is more important today than ever before. Explains what to teach your kids about money so they can be prepared for the challenges and opportunities of today's world and enjoy the rich life they deserve. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a starting point for anyone looking to gain control of their financial future. It's supposed to be a good book. I just bought it today from W. Smith.
Wicked, man. That's
someone.
that's
a good book.
But what you saying about it? Give me some.
Yeah, man. Brilliant
inspiration
book.
to go and read that.
Brilliant book. I've read that, and I've read that. There's about 3 more pieces to it. The Cash Flow Quadrant and another one. I've read a series of them. I've even bought the game of all that to teach my kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You understand? Excellent book.
It's a good book to pass on to your kids. That's the first book that my son's dad gave him.
Okay, yeah. Kick some real knowledge in there, man. It's like, basically, it's that a guy has got, it's a guy in his brethren, and the guy's brethren's dad is like the rich dad at the time, and he's a teacher, he's got a good job, and this guy's dad is like a poor dad, basically, so he's kind of got 2 dads, you understand? And it's kind of, he's getting taught by both of the dads, you understand, in a way. But the poor dad is the poor one to start with, but he's building businesses. He's building a business. I won't say too much, but he's building a business, and the other man's working. You understand? And it shows the parallels
and the mindset of how the education system kind of frames your mind as well, into going to work in it. But there's other ways that you can go about it. Yeah, because it's how it shows you the difference in shows you the difference in, and this is years ago as well. Like I heard about this book, but it just shows you the difference in how rich people teach their kids and how poor people, to get you into.
It's a brilliant.
Read it. People should definitely.
It's a brilliant book, man. Definitely shows you 2 different parallels of how to operate stuff.
So it's a good buy then.
Yeah, very good. You know what? R.I.P. Fonty's dad, because it was Fonty's dad who put us both onto that book.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, no.
Good, yeah.
Big up, man. Good episode, man.
No, I love that. Love, man.
Come on.
You boy, I tell the people, no, bless you, man. I was happy. Spirit team, man, called me. I said, but wait, a long time waiting for this call up here, because I'm happy you put a big smile on my face.
No, because you know what? I need to take it back old school, you get me?
Come on.
I mean, keep the essence, you get me? We started on some big man things.
No, man, love, man. I might even big up yourself, because you did put me onto the thing from early, so I can't lie still.
No, come on, big up, man. Big up Fonty.
Come on.
Big up all the raving crew.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone we grew up with.
Let's
everyone.
bring it back, man.
All of you, man. You get me? Follow the Queen.
Queen ice cream. Also, I've just started my own lash line, Poster Girl Lashes. So make sure you go check that out on the website as well. So yeah.
Follow her.
Ice cream the Poster Girl on Instagram as well.
Follow me at big_bad_spray or follow me on Twitter at young_spray. Man started tweeting again, you get what I'm saying? But I'm keeping it cool. And follow my brother.
Yeah, man. MC Bushkin on Insta, I'm all over the Instagram, and Bush Bash Recordings, that's the record label. You understand? We've got a brand new single out right now. It's called Nothing, myself and Sweet Pea. So yeah, man, support the movement, man. Yeah, because we're doing our little thing here. The UK's #1 independent black record label, Bush Bash Recordings. Look out for some collaborations with Ice Cream, Spray and drawing back out. And yeah, you know the thing, sir. Unity, strength, man. So love.
You already know.
Yeah.
Sure.